And we are live. What's up, everyone?
Hello.
Apparently,
Hello.
4 of us aren't visible for some reason, even though I literally
Uh-oh.
just checked that 3 minutes ago, but it's okay. Welcome to
We
the
know what we're
stream.
doing.
Yeah, we definitely do. Welcome to the stream. This is episode 21 of our main campaign, which is kind of a wild number. I mean, we hit 20 last
Legal
week.
drink. We can legally drink.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Hey.
But yeah, welcome. We play Dungeons and Dragons. Check us out on social media. We got a Discord, all that kind of stuff. If you want to interact with us more, Saturdays 8:30 p.m. Ours our other show.
Who are you talking to? They can't see
I
who's
don't know.
talking, man.
I don't know.
You're just a black box.
Listen,
talking.
do you want me to fix it or do you want me to do the announcements? Take over the announcements if you want. All right.
Well.
But
Well.
Anyway, we actually do have one big announcement to make, I believe. Our Nights Off show, which we've been doing for a while now. Yes, a couple of us know about this already. Our Nights Off show, which we've been doing for a little bit, sort of a recap kind of thing. We're gonna be splitting it into 2 shows actually. One of the shows is gonna still be called Nights Off, but it's gonna be more of a podcast discussion type thing where we talk about events in the D&D world and like the fantasy gaming, fantasy movies, that kind of stuff. If you happen to catch the Nights On episode we did, it'll probably be something like that.
Maybe slightly less inappropriate.
Maybe, yeah, a little more tame and controlled than that one was.
That was
But
fun,
yeah, but it was fun. I had fun. We hope you guys had fun watching that because we're going to do a little bit more content like that. So hopefully, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And the other show is going to be a show called Speechless Nights, which we're dedicating to talk about the moments that left us speechless during our campaign. We're going to go through and cover some of the bigger events, like anything that really struck us and discuss theories, what we think is happening in the game. A lot of what we do on Nights Off now is going to carry over into Speechless Nights.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are our 2 new shows we're doing. They're going to alternate on Wednesdays. So one week we'll do Nights Off, the next we'll do Speechless Nights, back and forth.
Saturdays.
Alternate on Saturdays.
Saturdays.
Yes.
Saturdays.
I always do it. I don't know how I can always forget this.
Gordon, what day is today?
I don't know anymore. I'm confused. But yeah, that's all I've got. I don't believe we have any new followers.
We do not.
All right. In that case, I will hand it over to Evan and fix these cameras.
Hey, 1 second.
I just fixed these. Like I swear. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
All
right.
In 4K.
So I have a little bit of an announcement. Gordon and I have been kind of talking about some goals that we want to have for the channel. I know we have around 75 followers or so. And whenever we hit 100 followers, I was thinking about doing a giveaway. So 2 different options. One for if you decided that you wanted to become a potential player. I was going to give away a player's handbook for 5e, D&D 5e. So if anybody was interested in that. And then for all you aspiring DMs out there, I have one of these special things. If you ever have seen one of these, this is the toolkit, the Game Master's Fantasy Toolkit, the roll and play. I use it all the time. It's really useful. I mean, for especially on the spot kind of things. This is not a sponsorship, by the way, but it has tables and stuff all through it for all sorts of different encounters, random names, anything like that you're really looking for as a DM right on the spot. I would be giving one of these away for anybody that is an aspiring DM or a current DM. So whenever we hit 100 followers, we'll do the giveaway to anybody that is currently following. So that is a goal for us.
Mr. DM, can I have one?
No.
Oh.
You can visit their
followers
website.
only.
You can visit their
I
website.
follow. I subscribe.
So that's something special. And then we'll probably continue to like once we achieve goals, follower, subscriber goals, there will be bigger and better giveaways and different things. So I know I have a bunch of stuff that we can give away, and then sometimes we can just think about different things. So that was one thing. I think that's the only announcement that I have. So I think Gordon's working on a little follower bar.
I am.
And whenever we get that up and ready, it shows some progress. But we're about 75 out of 100 followers that we're trying to hit. So once we hit that, I will give it be giving away that stuff. So
share us with your friends.
Trust friends, make friends, and tell them about us.
Yeah. Sooner we
Anything
get
else?
Sooner we
Make
give stuff away.
friends. As if no one has friends.
Make friends.
Way to call our
please.
viewers out.
Don't criticize me.
Hey, you, make friends.
That's why I'm here.
anything else from anybody?
I do not have anything.
I hope
Yeah.
everyone that's watching has a great night. Enjoy the game. Have
Very
fun.
wholesome and sweet.
Everybody that's playing
That's
enjoys
all.
the game too.
I hope everyone that's
Oh,
playing.
the other
has a
announcement that we have
terrible
is
time.
Velkin is obviously not here. Kate will not be with us tonight. So
Yep.
that's the other announcement. Other than
Let's
that,
do.
without further ado, let's jump in. Sorry, my eye is itchy. So, we continued our adventure as all of you were just now descending into the Great Rift after you had been pushed down the path by a massive boulder, which was shoved into the path that you were following, this very narrow and winding path down into the Great Rift here, pushed a giant boulder, this little kobold, who was apparently trying to kill you for your goods and your shinies that you had upon you. Where we had last left off when Velkin, our wizard friend, cast Hold Person on this creature. And as he obviously failed his save, he took a tumble, about a 60-foot tumble, rolled, and landed. And as she released a spell, we ended with a scream. We started last session with boots on his back, swords to his throat, and questions being asked about exactly who he was, why he was trying to kill you, exactly what was going on here in the Great Rift. This little kobold, dressed in raggedy gear with a broken wooden spear, introduced himself as Mizo. Seemingly being alone, what some of you know as kobolds, they usually travel in packs, but this one seemed like a loner. Told you that he was trying to get your shinies, and that you were not the only foreigners that have come to the Rift. A little bit of interrogation, questions asked, and a little bit of persuasion. You got out of Mizo that he had recently seen a few individuals disappear into pretty much the walls of the Rift, following some drow. Not really too sure who exactly were leading your targets, or even if they were your targets, into the underground or the Underdark. He also discussed with you the other types of creatures and people that you might find here. Ogres and the Orcsies that he didn't really seem to take kind to, living past the great oasis in the center of this rift. Really, the party had a decision to make. Either try to find where these drow had taken this group into the Underdark, or to try to find the orcs to ask more questions, and to find this golden gate that Mizo had spoke to you about, one that led to the dwarven kingdoms of old, the gold dwarves that used to live here, whose kingdom had collapsed after the spell plague had swooped through this land, collapsed into the Underdark, completely, well, almost completely destroying their entire livelihood and their entire kingdom, some of them fleeing to a nearby city. The decision was made, but before you guys continued on, you saw Mizo just walking off. You obviously weren't paying too much attention to him, nor was he bound in any way. You guys decided to let him go, disappearing into the rift itself. Not before Isaiah, obviously giving him his broken spear back after using a mending spell on it. You guys decided to go search for the orcs. Not really too sure what lies ahead of you whenever you do find them. You began to traverse through these very tightly wound mountains and large, sharp crags that pretty much live in the Great Rift here. Trying your best to follow some sort of path southward, you got a little bit lost. And as you backtracked a few times, I forget which one of you it was. Ren, maybe? That found the golden brick. One singular golden brick inlaid into the ground here. And as you all dug it up, you realized it wasn't as small as you thought it was from the top, but it was actually about a 2-foot tall slab of stone with a little piece of gold just set on the top of it. And underneath, it was all obsidian. You decided that to follow this path, this newly found path that you had discovered here, and as you continued to do so, you found more and more of this gold-laid brick in the road, until eventually it led its way out of these crags and into an open field, more like a barren wasteland, and one blazing golden road in front of you, as the sun kind of hit off of it, shining this light and heat into your faces. Later, you found the remnants probably of the old dwarven kingdoms, as you saw completely covered in gold, 2 massive pillars that probably held one arch to a building or a structure of some kind years and years ago, housing the symbol of a dwarven deity. Not taking too much mind, and as you were investigating, you saw an individual watching over you, way above on the mountainside. An individual on horseback, larger in stature than a normal human, peering over you, housed in what looked like a skull of a dragon, a little bit smaller, not the full-size dragon, on his head. And as he turned and disappeared with the wind, you decided to continue on. Following the Golden Road for a few more hours, you came upon a kobold sitting on the edge of a broken bridge. The bridge lined with braziers lit with fire. You could see him about 60 to 80 feet in front of you, dangling his little legs over the edge. Vulcan and Ren decided to approach slowly, try to make yourselves known, and all of you followed onto the bridge. And whenever you did make yourselves known, he began to twitch a little bit here and there, his arms jerking and his legs stopped kicking altogether. And then he began to transform in front of your very eyes. And as he did, 2 other creatures approached from behind you. These massive wolf-like creatures with the face of a bat, body of a wolf, standing on 2 hind legs, assaulted your party. The kobold turning into one of these creatures as well. And as the fight began, 2 more from underneath the bridge ascended upon you. Obviously sentient creatures, speaking in a language that none of you understood, and casting spells that seemed to teleport them in and out of fire, they disappeared as you were beginning to overwhelm them. When Velkin fell off the bridge, he did find the remnants of a few other kobold bodies as well. One of these creatures still lays dead on the bridge in front of all of you. And that is where we left off, as you all stand on this bridge on the Golden Road after being assaulted by these creatures. Nowhere in sight, nowhere to be seen.
Anybody know what the hell this thing is?
Not a clue.
No, not a fucking clue.
Vulcan, any idea?
As you see her pull herself up onto the bridge. Take.
I helped her up.
Oh, you did help her up. Okay,
Yeah.
well, not anymore. DM overrules. The Velkin now struggles very hard to get up onto the bridge. Let me see. She might. She doesn't. She turns to all of you and says, "I'm not so sure. Body of a wolf, face of a bat. I'm never seen anything like this, at least in the Underdog."
Are you all right, Calder? You look a little worse for wear. More so than usual, at least.
A little lightheaded, but I'm alright.
Do you want me to help you? I can help you.
No, I just need to walk it off.
I'm just gonna walk over and I'm just gonna put my hand on his back. You get a first level for cure wounds. You have no choice in the matter anymore.
Eggs that grandma's that like, are you hungry? And you say no, and then she's like, just a little.
Yeah. That's 7 hit
Was my
points for
grandma.
everyone.
Have some lasagna. What was that?
It's 7 hit points from that lasagna.
7.
You ever hear
Thank
of
you,
a
sir.
Midwest goodbye?
Oh,
Where they just hand you all of the food before you leave?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I
like a
take
stuff you get
leftovers.
back.
yeah.
I take
That was my
leftovers.
grandma,
All
dude.
the
Every time
leftovers.
she was this little old Italian lady. We could not leave her place without like cannolis,
Bags
lasagna,
of food.
pasta sauce. Like, yeah.
Um,
Any more we need to do here, or we get a move on?
I vote move on.
Yeah, let's at least try to get to the trees.
Yeah.
I did see a few more dead little ones when we were fighting. By the way,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something we went to stop or anything, but
The kobolds below the bridge.
yes, a few of them.
Right. All right. Well, we'll take a look, at least see if they got anything useful, and I'll hop over the side of the bridge and check them out.
You see, let me see. Can't remember the exact number. I had it on the tip
I
of
think
my
you said
tongue.
4 last time.
Well, there were 4 under the main bridge and the one over at the crack that we're
Correct.
helping fill.
There's a total of 5.
Okay.
The green one that obviously transformed, but
Mhm.
yeah, there's a total of 5 kobolds.
Okay. Yeah, just like look through, see if they have any belongings, anything.
Okay,
that
give me an
might be
investigation
useful.
check.
14.
With the 14, just looking at them, they look almost like your arm does. A pale color to their skin.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the color was sucked out of their scales. And as you begin to go rustle through their things, you feel like almost like a give. And as you begin to rustle more, they slowly begin to fall into ash.
Oh.
Whatever happened to these, it was just the remnants or the cocoon of whatever. I don't want to call it a cocoon, but it,
Like a
Husk.
husk.
husk. There you go, the husk of these creatures.
I look at my arm. Does my arm feel weird?
You touch it. You begin to squeeze a little bit. You
Like
can't
open
feel
and close the
anything,
hand and stuff. Like it does
it
it. Is
works.
it functioning normally?
but you do not feel anything.
Oh, it lost feeling.
Yeah, like it's numb. It's not even. You don't even feel a numbness. You just don't feel like anything.
This is not disease related, right?
I mean, it doesn't disintegrate like these little kobolds, but you touch it and you do not have any feeling in your arm.
Ah!
Yeah. Don't like that. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
How's it going down there?
Great. It's just super. Where was it? I thought I was immune to disease, but I can't find it now.
You are
I don't
immune to
know.
poison and disease, I believe.
Poison, I don't think so.
Oh, well, I thought. Well, I don't know why I was thinking you were immune to poison. You were
Okay, at
definitely
least
immune to
disease.
disease. I know that.
Okay. But the fact that you said that means it's probably also not poison, so
Correct.
scarier even than either of them.
Find anything cool?
Oh boy. Did I find anything besides the disintegrating bodies?
That's it. Even their clothing
Okay.
just turned to ash whenever you begin to touch them. They're just almost like they were perfectly preserved until you made contact with them.
Oh, that's awful. No. They did turn to ash though.
That seems
Weird.
kind of
Yeah.
cool.
That seems kind
Well-
of weird.
Also maybe terrifying as I'm climbing back onto the bridge because my arm is looking a bit like they were.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Well, they looked a bit drained of color in this fashion.
And you guys see
and,
from his wrist down to about his elbow, his gray color is now a very pale white. There's
Would
definitely a disparity.
any of us have
Maybe.
ever heard of an injury like that?
You can give me a medicine check.
I
Jimmied them
mean,
around a little bit and they turned to fucking dust. And I can't feel my arm, by the way, so that's
Oof,
not great.
that's scary. It's a 12.
The killer didn't see me.
You don't
Has it-
know. Frostbite used to turn people's toes and fingers different colors.
Oh, maybe
Just-
it's
We're
I'll touch his arm to see how it feels. Does it feel cold or warm or anything?
No?
were
You
you?
do. You see his skin begin to crack. Just
Oh,
slightly. Almost
Hey,
like
hey,
We're,
almost
don't
like
wait.
you touched a pane of glass. Just a little bit of cracks. Probably about a half.
fuck, this is awful. I don't even know what
we're-
to do.
hold
Whoa,
on.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Alder,
whoa.
We're-
has
we're-
it changed at all in the past since it happened?
Well, just now, Ren cracked it.
Just
Without that, on its own.
touched.
Apparently, I'm turning to fucking porcelain. I don't.
Are you
It
sure
might
you don't
be-
just
it
need to
might be a
moisturize?
thing. It might be a thing that's only a worry if you die.
Were you bitten
Like,
by one
if
of
you
them?
still live, you might get better.
Yeah, I might. But from a little bit of pressure from a tiny half elf's finger, it started to crack. So that's not super reassuring.
No.
Or-
But is
or
there
you-
anything you can do about it?
Well, it's not a disease.
Okay.
I know that. I haven't been sick since I was a kid.
Yeah, but she already.
I don't know
Maybe
if
it-
I can.
Maybe it's some
Um,
kind of curse then. Lots of things have curses. No,
Oh.
bites,
Like us.
less so.
Yeah.
Can anybody do anything about a curse? I can't.
Oh, let's do this. I'm gonna kind of run my fingers along the edge of the bridge to get some dirt, and where basically where that cut off of where it's normal and where it's pale, I'm gonna put a line of dirt around it on the colored side, on the flesh side, so that in case it tends to spread, we'll at least know where the starting point was.
Well, that's smart.
Colder,
Hmm.
give me your arm. The fucked up arm.
Rather keep it.
Just if I grab it, I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. Just give me your arm.
Yep. Yep. All right.
All right. And what is that? I'm just going to very daintily grab it. And I'm going to cast another level 1 cure wound specifically on that portion of the arm. What is it? I'm still healing, but moreover, is there any effects that happen to change it?
As you place your hand on him and begin to cast the spell, even if you daintily touch it, where you do, you see little flakes of skin begin to fall.
All right, let's stop
Like,
touching it for now.
So yeah, I was gonna say so like I touch you and I immediately cast it. Having to see that, I let go, but you still heal 9 hit points.
Nice.
The arm does not change.
I'm almost
Under-
at full.
Up 9 hit points, down an arm.
where it's flaking off, is there skin underneath or is it an
Yeah.
open wound?
It's like blood start to come out.
No. But it's like gelatin. If the blood would have frozen, like an open
okay.
wound, but without the blood.
Oh,
That makes sense.
Ooh.
But it's just skin. He didn't touch it
Yeah.
enough to like cause a crack in his arm or anything. It just the skin. Like if you would rip off skin, it would normally cause like blood. But right now, it just looks like.
that's fucking awful.
Oh God.
It doesn't
Just
hurt
to-
at all either.
Just to cover my bases, I'm gonna spend 5 points lay on hands to try to neutralize poison.
Okay.
I don't think it is, but just to see.
You close
that
your
does
eyes.
anything.
You feel a warmth for the moment. You feel a poof, poof. But the poison, there's no poison to be neutralized. But you did feel
Don't go over to
something in your arm whenever you cast that spell. If it is a spell, the lay on hands of divine. Is it considered a spell?
It's
an
like a divine
ability.
ability. Yeah.
Right. Same thing.
Just so
It
so
felt
we know.
almost like a heartbeat, like a pulse in that arm, like through your veins for a moment.
Where is the cutoff point for the
Right where you're touching,
right here?
Like from
Yep.
the wrists to there, pretty much.
There.
just above the elbow. I'm over here, just above the
I'm doing
elbow,
the thing
just below
right
the
now.
wrist.
Oof.
Which arm
Hey,
is
you could
it?
keep the
Or
elbow.
shield?
I'm. Give me a minute. I'm just gonna kneel down where I'm standing.
Your left arm.
It's my left arm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna kneel down where I'm standing. I will take out my father's sword and set it on the ground in front of me, so I can see the symbol in the pommel. I don't know what this is. I don't really know who you are yet. But we're connected, and I'm in. I don't want to lose that, so
Did you see her?
you could help me out.
Oh, you don't mean to me.
And I'm going to place very gingerly my right hand on that section of my arm and just dump the rest of lay on hands. And try to like reach out to the woman with the silver hair.
Just give me a wisdom. Just give me a wisdom check. Just roll a wisdom check and add your. You can add your proficiency modifier.
Thick. So plus proficiency only. Oh, woo, 7.
7. You feel just one last. Doof. That's it.
No change.
No
Looking
change.
at the arm. Okay. Well, put the sword back in the sheath. Stand up using only my good arm to like push myself up. I got nothing.
I mean, if we think it's a curse, we could try talking to it. That's, I don't know.
Well, we're not all connected with ancient tree beings.
Hey, we're 2 for 2 so far on curses. So.
But yeah, tree man. You hear me?
Well, we're not going to
No
figure it out
response.
here.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
get
At least we
going.
tried.
Yeah, I guess my whoever's giving me my power has selective hearing. I don't know, or maybe now's just not the time. Either way, I had set my shield down. We'll say when I was like doing all the climbing and stuff, I will stow that at my back so as not to be carrying it with the bad arm. Okay, that way.
Oh,
Then
Yep.
if you want, you could put your hand on just so you don't accidentally brush against anything with it.
put
That
my
way.
what?
Put your hand on a shoulder. That way, so your arm's out and you're not gonna like accidentally brush against somebody with it and lose more skin.
I have a spare pair of pants if you want to make a thing for it.
I'll be careful.
Okay.
Thank you.
How,
Alright.
Calder, how about you stay kind of towards the middle? I can go with Ren towards the front, and we can scout things out.
His teammate not even fucking trying.
I don't like it, but we would need you intact.
Listen up, old man.
Really big.
Let us take the lead.
Say old man?
But
How old
is there
do I-
something wrong with your ears? Could you not hear me very well, or?
Damn,
Is it 'cause you're
old? Yo.
That's fucked up. I'm only 26, right? God.
Oh, 26.
Pretty
Yeah,
old.
well, apparently I'm turning
Yo.
ancient and cracking as we speak,
Holy
so
shit.
maybe you're right. Let's just get on with it. Start
All
walking.
Let's go.
Yep.
Okay. Leaving the bodies of these creatures behind and the dead kobold husks, you continue your journey. Down the Golden Road and getting closer and closer to the large forest that is inside the center of this great rift. Isaiah, judging the distance, you probably won't make it in time to the forest, even to the forest edge, before night falls.
Well,
You getting a little bit lost in the fight is going to stall your progress.
I believe we discussed it, and we're just gonna keep pushing on. Safety is better than daylight.
Yeah.
Okay. Onward you go down the Golden Road. The Great Rift getting wider and wider as you continue to travel down its center. Eventually, the two sides of the walls would be quite a distance to even run to. As you now walk down this singular path with broken red and brown earth surrounding you, the crag-like mountains behind you, but these large rocks that jut out like spines coming from the earth begin to pepper the land. The two that are leading, I would like you to make me perception checks.
Okay, let's do this one. Oh, that was almost good.
That's an 8.
That's a 5.
8 to 5. You all continue on until the sun begins to go behind the large cliff sides before it becomes dark. You are still about a mile and a half till you get to your destination. So you can see the tree line about that distance away, though now just dark shadows in the distance. You can tell that these trees stand quite tall, even from this distance, 60, 70 feet in the air. Some of them stretch, even at the forest edge here.
Do we wanna? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Do we wanna keep moving? Try to make it to the forest before we bed down.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd like
Just
some
a
tree
couple more
cover.
miles. It shouldn't take too long.
Especially people on ledges that are watching us go. I think tree cover certainly couldn't hurt.
Agreed.
Plus,
Try to
if
find
we're-
Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, if we're in the tree line, maybe we could have a warm meal for dinner tonight, egg.
I don't know if we want
Muted.
to fire to.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we got a little bit into the forest, it'd probably be deep enough, and trees are large. Should have some shrubbery. I think we should be okay if we make a little ways in. Hard
Plus,
to
I
see.
mean, we're already been spotted. I doubt there's too many things that don't know we're here, especially with all that shooting we just did.
I mean, they know we're here, but I don't know if they know exactly where we are.
Just-
The
Just
fire
to put
would.
it into perspective, we are, without a doubt, in the most dangerous position we have ever been in. We're in a valley full of things that probably want us dead.
I mean,
most of the things here don't know us.
Which
Hardcastle
is exactly
was
why they
probably
want us
much worse
dead.
than this.
we were also in the forest, and the forest is, from what I heard, Very untamely.
I mean,
Let's
so
just-
saying the
Let's just get there and see what it looks like. And decide then.
To the forest.
As you get closer and closer, this long stretch of golden road that you've been following for miles now after the bridge, you can see there's an obvious cutoff where the tree line stretches in front of you the whole way to the edge of both the rift, both sides of the rift.
Does it almost look unnatural? Like, is there just like
Yeah,
a
artificial.
line
Is it a
of
hard
trees?
line?
Yeah.
I mean, nature check, Redrick.
Oh, great.
like, are we looking at like Fangorn line or like?
Oh, nat 20 for a 21.
Ooh,
Good use of this nat 20.
There you go. I would agree. It definitely does look unnatural.
Spooky.
Not only the way that it's shaped, it is indeed one straight line of trees, like a wall that stands in front of you.
Hmm. And
But these trees shouldn't really be here. They don't match the landscape that you've been traveling, a desert-like landscape that you've been traveling here for a long time. They're like ferns. It's like large pine trees, fir trees, I should say, not ferns, fir trees. Shouldn't be growing here at all. Lack of moisture and such.
and when you say there's one line of them, there's trees behind it, right? It's not just
Correct.
like the one line. Okay,
Yeah, at least what you saw from above.
gotcha.
But when you're down closer, it seems even more unnatural.
Hmm.
Looked from above just like a cluster of, like a forest within a
Yeah.
desert. An oasis, in a way. Now that you're in front of it, it's like you're stepping back into the Chandlewood.
I'll just kind of like point it out and just be like, someone put that there. Fir trees in desert? Not buying it.
Yeah. So pretty, pretty stark entrance there too. Solid 9. Definitely doesn't look right.
Only question is why and who, I guess, but probably something we can't find out. We're just gonna run blindly into it anyway, so.
We don't have much choice in the matter.
Yeah.
Right. What is the other option?
I feel like
Chief.
we usually do, though, don't we?
It is the trend so far.
I mean, depending on who it was, it could easily have been like the. Oh, God, I almost forget their names. Whoever the nature person is trying to protect or hide whatever we're going towards.
A nature person?
God.
The mother?
they are. Sure.
Yeah. Well, forward then, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we
Let's
did
go.
good in the woods last time.
Oof.
Yeah, we'll see how we fare here, and I'll start walking forward.
No one drink the water. This time.
Fair enough.
I don't know what you're
Oh.
talking about. I had a great night.
I mean, me too, but it seemed to cause more problems than it solved.
So should I not drink the water that I got earlier?
I think he was making a joke. Yeah, you probably are.
I think
Oh.
you're okay.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. That was funny.
Thanks, Egg.
And as you enter this forest, the darkness consumes all of you.
We're all dead.
It is pitch black in here. None of you can really see more than a few feet in front of you.
I will.
Those with dark vision are even having a little bit trouble seeing. It's almost abnormally dark in here. As if whenever you closed your eyes to go to sleep.
Ones without dark vision.
I'll hand out 2 torches to whoever, and I'll
Take my pistol and cast light on my pistol.
Okay. Redrick, you don't have dark
I
vision,
don't
do
have
you?
dark vision.
I'll give you a torch, and I'll give one to Isaiah.
I'll hand it to Ook and just have him hold it.
I'll just stand nearby Castus because I can't see.
And
Hang on a second.
I'll cast light on my shield on my back,
I'm-
so it's just radiating.
I'm like really slightly curious. You guys just stay here for 1 second. I'm just gonna run back a few feet and just check something. And I just want to run outside of the tree line really quick and look back and just, do I see the light from my party? Okay. Okay, I'll come back.
It's
Just
bright.
oppressively
As they
thick in
all,
here.
you see these little, well, like he said, I'll use that word. It's oppressive. It seems like the darkness itself is kind of causing the light to be dimmer from the outside that you're looking in. So the torchlight that you see, even from being only a few feet from them, seems dim. Almost as if you would light a small little light bulb in a very dark place.
Okay.
Like you can see the source, almost like the head of the torch, lit, but you don't see the flame. You can see Calder's shield on his back with a dim white glow and the tip of a pistol. But
But
the
you don't
light
really
that
see the
it kind of
radiance.
right.
Okay, interesting. All right, I will I'll come back through the tree line and I'll be like, yeah, something's fucky here. The light doesn't, like, I can tell that there's light there, but it doesn't travel.
When
It
you
doesn't
step
leave the
back
trees.
in, the light
Right.
is
Oh,
bright.
there's something real fucky going on here. These are magic. They're suppressing the light somehow.
Yeah, something being hidden here.
Yeah.
Maybe a
On the
gate.
bright side, maybe. On the bright side, campfire.
Well,
Yeah.
Which
That,
reminds me,
that's what I was thinking.
these are the woods that I saw the light in that time, right?
Correct.
Oh,
It's been a really
Oh.
bright light.
Or I saw it at like just the right time, but I don't know.
The person.
You all begin to hear something.
No, I will not.
All around you, it seems like a slight breeze is beginning to rustle the branches of these trees. As you hear the wind begin to pick up, the boughs of these trees begin to move slightly.
are they all moving with the wind?
Perception check.
Is there anything unnatural about the way they're moving?
Give me a nature check.
I also have a weird question. Are the trees like extra densely packed here? Like abnormally dense for trees?
Not really.
Okay.
There's probably a good, at minimum, 4 to 5 feet between
Okay.
each tree trunk. Go ahead, Isaiah.
It's hard to see. I mean, I got a dirty one.
31. It's
You,
hard to see.
you said a nature check, right?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Ooh. The 20, they don't seem unnatural. They seem to be with the breeze. They kind of begin to sway and go back and forth. But inside, it just sounds like, I don't know, an echo of tree branches creaking. And you also notice that the earth itself, it doesn't have any grass or vegetation. These trees come out of the cracked brown earth that you were traveling around before, and around some of the trees you begin to see the same kind of spiky like rocks jutting out from underneath the ground. It's as this forest grew around the desolation that is this place.
Is there any like leaf litter or anything, or is it just barren ground?
Perception check.
just for shits and giggles too, I'm gonna kind of extend
Oh.
my consciousness and use divine sense. Do I sense like consecration or desecration in the area?
You do not.
This place
23
is
on
fucking
perception.
Weird, man.
There isn't really too much litter on the ground. You do see the occasional, pine needle and the occasional pine cone that has hit the dirt and kind of rolled away from its or from where it had come from, but there's not too much. These trees don't really have leaves. They're needle-like, right? Like a fir tree and a pine tree. The branches hang low to the ground as well. Like you can reach out and just grab one if you would want to.
Well,
That seems like a baiting question, but like
Grab
a
one.
baiting
Do
statement.
it.
Nothing bad happened the last time I touched a tree.
Oh God.
it certainly seems like, well, maybe somebody knows we're here. Let's all be on our best behavior then.
Yeah. Some get a little further from the tree line, maybe. Try to hide any light. Maybe away from the road too. Just a smidge.
My thought is, what about near the walls? Or are they too far away to be worth it?
That's like,
It's a ways off, I think, right?
2 miles
Yeah.
to get to the nearest wall.
typically about 100 feet off the road should be fine. Maybe 60 from the tree line. Far enough we can run if something's really bad.
Maybe we should try to find as secluded a spot as we can as well.
So I guess then question. So since I guess now we're starting to enter a forest, is there any kind of sign of wildlife? Any period?
Give me a perception check or a nature check, up to you.
Yeah.
I'll do the nature check. That's a 14.
14 total. I mean, you don't see any tracks immediately around you. Nor do you hear the coo of an owl. Caw caw. Hoot hoot.
The cawing of an owl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The moo of a falcon. Very good.
I'm gonna start moving. Try to find a however
Camp
long it
spot.
takes.
Before
Try to
we
find
get
a
too far,
decent-
just to throw it out there, is it worth staying closer to the road so we can see if anyone comes by? I mean, we'll be keeping watches, so it's not going to be any more or less dangerous 20 feet that way.
Probably.
So maybe somewhere we can see the road, but off it a bit? I don't know. Just thought.
Actually, that's a good question. We had this one solid line of trees. Do they part for the road?
Oh yeah.
Does it continue going through the forest and look like it was not overgrown?
I mean, just looking ahead of you, it seems like none of the tree trunks have overgrown on the road. You see, as it begins to sort of wind through the forest. Whoever had constructed this road had built it around the tree trunks. It is no longer just a straight line through the desert as you guys were kind of traveling. It now begins to curve slightly here and there, as far as you can see.
That's fair enough. Little ways
Off
off.
road a bit then, but close
Yeah.
enough that we can see it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's good.
Agreed.
We will set about the task.
Okay, so about 60 feet from the tree line, about how far away from the road?
30 feet maybe? Around.
Somewhere that our dark vision friends could see the road if anything was to pass by.
With the diminished darkness, with the diminishing darkness, what would be a good range for us to actually be able to still see the road?
About 50 to 60 feet is probably the farthest you can get away from it before you lose sight of it.
Okay.
The glimmering is still there as you guys begin
Yeah,
to
my fault.
walk off the path
Staring.
of the golden top of these bricks. And now that I kind of say this, the road that you've been traveling on,
Okay,
probably for the last
okay.
10 to 20 miles, the bricks have been inlaid pretty close to another, right? In
It's
succession.
okay.
As you got closer or farther and farther, the road is more well built. As you were farther back, it seemed to be more destroyed and piecemeal.
It's fine. I'm running. Oh,
Okay,
You
so
know-
you begin to set a fire.
Do we
Yeah.
find
So we found a spot.
a decent
Yeah,
spot?
What do you mean by a decent spot? There are
As
spots
enclosed as
everywhere that you
possible? Yeah, I know. I like
like it
hopefully
doesn't-
relatively secluded with like some cover and stuff like that, so our position isn't like super obvious from every direction.
Sure. I mean, you could put your back against one of the larger trees, but like I said, there's a good 5, 6, 7, 4 feet between all these trees, and it is just flat land still. So you can see that the large, even in the darkness here, you can see the large darkened trunks as they.
So that's about the best we can do here, given the landscape.
If we could find like 4 trees that are near each other, one person at each
Sure.
tree, 2 people keeping watch.
Give me a survival check, 2 of you.
Sure.
Who's good at
You want to
survival?
be particular? You must
I mean,
roll
I
for your
could-
particularities.
I'll make the other survival check if anyone's okay with that.
Take it.
So I'm doing one of them.
I got plus
17.
nothing.
I got a big ol' 7 over here.
Sure, with a 17, you can find 4 trees that are relatively close together.
Sure.
About 4 feet in between all of them.
All
How
right.
about that? Does that work?
Perfect.
For fire, yeah.
You know, I have every single square inch of this forest mapped out, and I can name you every single one of
no.
these trees.
If they look
And
for
they're
a
just
4,
two, right?
if they look for a 4 square area, that's where the dragon is sleeping.
Exactly.
Below ground.
Can I get the exact height and diameter of each tree that we'll be sleeping
Sure.
around tonight?
I could get
What's
it
the
to you.
volume?
I don't want that.
I'm not taking
How many
this, though.
branches and twigs can I find off the ground for this fire?
That
that's a
one's
good
actually
point.
a good point. Because he said there was like nothing on the ground, right? Or
Is
very
there enough
little.
dead wood?
Okay.
What was that,
So-
David?
Oh, I was just asking, following up on Redrick's question, is there enough dead wood on the ground for us to actually make a fire?
I mean, no. You would have to
some
remove
chopping.
wood from the tree itself, yeah.
Yeah, and that's doesn't
Are
work
there-
for fire.
I don't know if we want to hack up a magical forest.
It
mean-
doesn't burn right anyway. It would be
I
a shitty fire.
doesn't. A fire is a fire. It'd be a bit smoky. I can still cook with it. The food will taste a little different, but
It
smoky's never too bad.
it's
Think-
fine.
Best not.
Yeah.
We don't
So
know
no
what's
fire?
going on here.
No fire. I think we'll just have rations, and then we can go to sleep sooner, so we can get on the road sooner.
I think
Okay.
the less we antagonize this place, the better.
Okay.
I don't want to fuck
Yeah.
with this fire. There's something off about it. I don't like it.
No fire in the darkened forest. Very
Not
well.
everything that's off is bad.
I'd still
Just
rather
everything
not
we've
fuck
run
with
into.
it. Yeah.
So
Have a bite to eat and start resting.
Isaiah will take a short rest with everybody at the site, but then he's gonna take Ook a little ways off. Keep working.
Okay.
I wouldn't go too far, Isaiah. Stay in sight at least.
Of course, just far enough. I won't keep you up.
I'll take first
I'll
watch.
I'll take first watch.
Well, I guess so. Isaiah, you said you're going to be taking a short rest.
Yeah.
I'll probably stay up for about an hour or so. Probably like when we start, if that's when you start resting, I'll. What the fuck? I have.
rest?
Well, I guess I'm just going to be doing a song of rest just to kind of help you out more if you're going to be using any rolling any hit die. So you'll get an extra d6 for what is it? Whenever you regain hit points.
Appreciate it. He is feeling a little low.
Yeah, so I guess what is it? I'll pull out like my pan flute and I'll play a little bit of something.
A little bit of something.
A little bit of something, little ditty. Something from back home.
Jack and Diane.
Okay. So
Piano
you all
Man.
kind of set your backs to some of these trees. You hear Eggball begin to lightly play his pan flute. A nice little low whistle as the wind kind of flows all around you. It's way more comfortable in here. Cool. It's a nice cool breeze compared to the heat that was kind of blasting you in the face as you walked into the sun. Isaiah steps away for a little bit. Who's taking the first one?
night?
For the night.
Yep.
Okay.
You don't come back? Like, how far away are we
Are you
talking?
not
Like,
resting?
visual distance?
Yeah, you can see him. He just walks off and starts
Okay.
working.
Have fun, Isaiah.
We'll come back to you in a second. The rest of you.
I'll take a
Falcon's
watch.
gonna get her sleep these watches.
Huh?
I said
What?
Falcon's gonna get her sleep during these watches.
Oh,
Smile.
makes sense.
Sure. Yeah, we got me
I'll
and
take a watch.
Castus on first watch.
Okay, I'll take a watch if anyone wants to.
I don't know what's left, but I'll take
I
one.
am.
We'll wake somebody up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll decide when we get there. The first two can roll me perception checks.
Okay, let's try to do a better perception this time.
Son of a
Oh, much
bitch.
better. That is a 19.
5. I'm real strong and I'm good at manipulating people. That's all I got. The rest of my skills are trash.
Classic man.
Yeah, nice. Jesus.
Singer.
Yeah.
Okay. He's relatively quiet. You can hear the small tink tink of Isaiah working on Ook. Feverishly working on him. And some other projects.
I'll inspect my arm. Is it looking any different from hours ago?
Seems tighter.
Tighter?
Yeah, like your skin's really, really sunburned.
Oh
Like a piece of jerky.
Wait, sunburn. Oh,
But it's
no.
not. It has not changed color. It just seems to be tightening.
I'm turning into a lich, guys.
Has
It's
it moved?
desiccating.
A sunburn.
I kind of look at Holder. Like, has that moved at all? I kind of point to his arm.
I kind of hold it up. Does it look like it's like the skin has like it's sunken in and like tightened up a little? Like, yeah.
Has it spread anymore?
See his veins
Ugh,
Now.
Jesus.
running
It
up,
hasn't spread though, right? It's the
inside
same
his hand.
area.
up into his hand.
Oh fuck!
Just sitting right below the palm.
I'm gonna lose my arm.
Oh, that's
Let's go, let's go.
unsettling.
Yeah. Is it going the other way too, or just that way?
Just up at the moment.
Just up towards the hand.
Okay, well, that is a small consolation in this awfulness.
Sure. Sure.
I didn't say it was a good consolation. I just said it was a consolation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Other than that, how you doing?
Oh, just peachy fucking keen. Castus? How
Yeah.
how are you doing?
I'm just doing great. Did you have a talk? How was Ren when you talked to her the other night? She seemed pretty well. Great.
Yeah. No, she's probably about what you'd expect.
Yeah.
I imagine you can
Yeah.
probably relate better than most. I think you mentioned you hadn't really killed anybody either, right?
No, that's something I'm trying to keep. That's a badge I'm trying to continue to wear. But given how things are happening, I'm gonna do my best to not kill anyone if I can help it.
Pacifist run.
Yeah. She's dealing with that. That is a especially that first time, that's a very big part of yourself to lose. I tried to offer what very little comfort there was, but honestly, probably was not that comforting because realistically, it's just kind of awful. Yeah, doesn't really get better.
I mean, you offered the advice of someone who's done this sort of thing before to some degree. So I guess she has an idea of what she could to anticipate. Me, I can only offer thank yous because she saved my life, but I don't
That's
know
a
what she's
good
going
thing.
through.
Yeah.
Isaiah, what's your passive perception?
9. But
Continue.
Ooks is 16.
Okay.
So, we just have to do our best.
You all right?
Oh God!
He's dying.
You see him fall off the chair. Whoa!
I used all my lay on hands. I can't cure your disease.
All that dust from the desert gotta get throw up there.
That dust from
Yeah.
Calder's arm flaking off into your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. Gases?
Yeah.
If this starts crawling the other way and gets close to my shoulder, I'm gonna need your help.
I'll help you as best I can.
Yeah, well, gonna need to take the arm off if it gets there.
Hmm.
I don't want to let
Never
it
done that before.
get further than the arm.
That's fair. Okay. How far are we talking? Just so I have a gauge.
I'd say we start hitting like mid to upper bicep. We take it off because
Okay.
by that point I don't think we have time to do anything.
That'd be a little easier to get that aim on there too. So okay, well, we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe Isaiah could make you a cool robot arm. Cool like a ook, have a neat little metal arm kind of thing.
Sure. Oh god. Yeah.
What are you working on, Isaiah?
A robot arm.
I mean, at the moment, he's got really one big thing that he's working on. That's the armor that we still got.
As you have Ook, his chest open, you begin to try to heat the metal. You feel something right in your side. Something just stabbed you, but not hard. You can feel something pressing, and you hear,
Give me so the shiny now.
a quiet whisper.
Shit.
You look over and you can see the little kobold, his hood is up above his eyes. You can see his little red snout kind of peering out, the white teeth glittering in the blue light, his yellow eyes kind of flickering, his pointed ears straight up, and the spear is in your side at the moment.
Hmm.
And he takes the spear out and ting ting, kind of smacks up against Duke for a moment.
I said give me so shiny now.
Oh, you want him?
He kind of patters in front of you, keeping the spear.
What's inside him?
Spear's pointed at me?
Mhm.
Well, what's inside him is very, very special.
Give the me so the shiny, and I won't cut you.
Kind of points this, thrusts the spear at you a little bit. Kind of putting it up against your chest.
You know, Mizo, I was fine letting you go earlier. You were annoying, but you weren't really a threat. Ooh, crushes windpipe.
Oh fuck!
Go ahead and make me attack roll.
Oh, Mizo gonna die.
Daddy Isaiah came to play.
As a player, I'm like yes. Or sorry, as a player, I'm like no. As Eggvall, I'm like yes.
It's a 19.
19. That'll hit. You're
I was
doing
hoping
a
he could
grapple?
grab him by the neck and pull him up. So
Okay.
that'd be what's his athletics? He's got 2 plus proficiency is 5, so that's only an 18 to grab.
Natural 20.
Oh.
As Ook goes like this, Mizo ducks, and underneath him he runs and stands on top of Ook now.
I said, Mizo, give shiny now!
He yells.
Do we hear this then?
You two do.
How close are they? How far away did you go, Isaiah?
Like 60 feet.
Okay.
Do I
within
see
visual
Mizo on
range.
top of Ook?
You do. And at this
Hold
point,
person.
hold on.
Okay.
Before you even get there, you see Mizo holding something in his hand. He has something. He kind of removed it from his neck, and he now holds what looks like a small little purple gem that he's clutching. And you can see Ook's eyes begin to go. Slowly dimming.
Or you'll never see friend again.
At this point,
Hold person?
go ahead. It is a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Correct. DC 15.
19.
Fuck this guy.
He is not held.
Now,
Can I? Oh,
Now, Mizo. we had a deal.
I'm gonna start approaching also.
Me too. I'm following.
As all of you get up, he kind of notices all of you.
Stand back. Mizo and friend.
Arms up. No weapon out. Just
Insight check.
slowly approaching.
Give me an insight check.
All right, little fucker. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Can I
Ooh,
try
that's
to
a
like?
nat 20?
You said we're all awake, right?
You all begin to stir as Calder and Cassis jump up.
Mizo is also
Begin to walk
shouting.
around. He is now shouting. You hear, as your groggy state in the middle of you waking up, you can hear a voice shouting.
My total
Mizo
insight
means
with
it.
the nat, it's a 25. He means
He
it.
means
Okay.
it. He seems way more menacing now than he did before.
What's going
Mizo, we
on?
tried to work with you. Why are you doing this?
Mizo no work with outsiders. Mizo take shiny inside big thing's chest, and Mizo leave.
Ren's gonna try to. She's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna kind of wake up and start trying to like flip to the side so that Miso never notices that she woke up, and try to like circle around behind him.
Give me a stealth
Alright.
check.
When you say Tom?
No.
Road stuff.
Okay, that is not great. What is my modifier? Ah, shit, that's a 12.
Hey.
All right.
Mizo, just
Last chance.
leave.
Mizo, you have two options. Leave alive or don't.
You will not kill Mizo, cause Mizo kill your friend before you do. Let me
I
take what's
can
inside
make more.
You see what's inside him? Very special to Mizo. Very, very important shiny.
Mizo, Leave now or die.
Miso's on top of Ook.
He is standing just above him. He has a spear kind of pointing at all of you, holding this little purple gem in his hand.
Am I within 30 feet?
I would say so.
Okay, Miso can give me a strength check.
Okay, what are you doing?
Ren's just looking at this little shit, being like, that little fucker thinks he's king of the goddamn mountain. Somebody needs to knock him off. And mentally, I'm just like envisioning just like shoving that little bastard forward into Isaiah's reach.
Okay.
I don't even know what my thing is.
No. Gross.
The modifier is 8 plus your proficiency, right? The base starts at 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus proficiency
roll?
plus whatever skill.
Yeah, whatever skill it is.
Yeah. So it's what'd you roll?
A 10. Is it a saving throw?
Yeah, it's a strength saving throw.
It's a 10.
Yeah, that little fucker goes flying 5 feet forward. My DC's 14.
You see him, and he kind of almost like he leaps himself right in front of all of you.
I'm not salty about it.
He looks
I-
up.
Can he-
The
The second he starts moving, I hit him.
Salty about it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I try
I'm
to
gonna
shoot.
try hold person again too.
I'm trying to shoot the thing out of his hand.
I'm just like casually walking up, like, "Oh, hey, Mizo's back." It's like watching this.
I'm just standing there, like, did he fall or did I fucking do that?
I would have had a hammer in hand.
So here's the first thing, Isaiah. You will get to act, but the rest of you, you're gonna have to roll initiative if you want to do something.
Okay.
This is the
16
fucking
to
big
hit.
bad.
A 16 to hit.
Yep.
That will hit.
For a total of 6 damage.
6 damage.
Okay, I rolled 18 for initiative.
I rolled a fucking natural 20.
Nice.
I haven't rolled that in.
You want it in order?
Hold on. As Mizo drops down, he looks like he gets shoved off and lands in front of you. Isaiah, you just take the hammer right across the face. You send him kind of backing into Ook for a moment. And all right, so 18 for Cassis.
23.
Better. 23.
19.
Okay.
I guess 23. We're just calling out.
You had a 23 as well.
Yeah.
Ren, I believe you would go first. Calder, you are frozen on the screen.
Yeah.
I think he disconnected. But where are these initiative rolls when we need them? We have like
Right.
3 people above
Let's-
18 and
Well,
up.
no,
Let's
I
not-
was gonna say,
let's not
don't
talk
say
about
that.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
don't-
true.
If he had a fucking some weird gem that's screwed with something that powers Ook.
Speaking of weird gem, Ren is going to just when Miso starts falling, she's going to start running forward. After like a brief second of "fuck, did I do that?" And she's going to attempt to just snatch the gem away from him.
Okay. That's probably gonna mess things up.
Yeah.
You can attempt to snatch the gem. Go ahead and roll me a acrobatics, maybe? Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Make it acrobatics since you're just being quick about it.
Who do I want to use? Real good.
Important decision.
What is that? It's a nat 20.
Natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
It's for 27.
As he gets smacked up against Duke, you hear him tink for a moment. He shakes his head, and you quickly react, and you just snatch it. You hear him scream a little bit.
Ooh, I've got me so shiny.
It's up to everyone watching. We're going to be audio only for a bit until he gets back. And this time, it won't cut the audio.
Hey.
Hey.
And after I snatch it, I'm gonna run behind my bigger friends.
Okay. Eggval, you're next.
Fuck. Shit. How far away am I? Yes. Words. How far away from him am I?
If you were with the party, 5 feet.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fuck it. So I'm gonna pull out my longsword. I did not like this guy from the start. I'm just gonna two-handed swing at this little shit. Fuck.
Okay, good.
Fuck that.
I will say she'll tuck the gem away so that it's not easy to snatch back.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 to hit. That hits.
For 10 points of slashing damage.
And as you slam down the sword, he kind of backs up, kind of looks at Ren, and you swipe at him. Almost like a flash, he whips out his shield. Tink, he blocks it, but he does take some of the damage. But he seems to roll with it almost, and he backs into Ook.
Quick for a small one. That's my turn.
Okay. Cassis.
Okay.
Wait,
I am going to.
Redrick is
Redrick.
before you.
Gotcha. I'm probably not gonna do anything. I just woke up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Mizo's back? What? And that's gonna be like my whole turn.
Velkin is doing the same thing. She's just standing there laughing at all of you at the moment.
I'll keep moving towards everyone because it seems like something's happening, but I'm not
Perfect.
gonna do much.
Calder, what was your initiative?
11.
Perfect.
Did I miss anything?
Ren
got the
snatched
shiny.
the gem.
What happened?
Ren
I
got
snatched
the
the gem out of
gem.
Mizo's hand.
You snatched the gem. Okay.
And then Eggval hit him with a sword. It's Cass's turn.
Okay, I am going to hit a shield. I'm going to shoot to disable. I'm going to try to hit like his arm or these tiny little things. So it's not going to be the easiest shot, but I'm going to try not to kill him. Ooh, that's good. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, I'm using the walloping rounds. So, oh, what am I doing? Wrong one. Badao. Ooh, 9 points of piercing damage, and he has to make a strength saving throw.
That is a failure.
Ooh, okay. Let me actually read what that does because it never works.
He goes
Okay,
prone.
He does
the
get
walloping
prone.
armor. Yeah. Yep. He is knocked prone, so he's on the ground now. I guess second shot. It's at disadvantage because he's on the ground, right?
Correct.
Okay, so. Ooh! Oh no! I've never done that before. Okay, I rolled a nat 1, which means my gun misfires.
Oh,
Sure
no.
does.
Oh, I've never had that happen before. Okay, well, I've never actually had to work a misfire before. Give me a second.
Fun firsts with Miso.
You roll, correct?
Yeah. I have to roll. I don't know if it's a bone. I think it's an action. I have to do this. Okay, well, that is the end of my turn because I misfired, and so he's on the ground now. So.
Okay, so you shoot him in the leg. It lays him out flat in his face. Ugh! And then you go to fire at him again, and he's on the ground. Click. The gun clicks, and you're like,
Shit.
"That's never happened before." You begin to work on it feverishly. So now's Mizo's turn.
Oh, wait! No more! Don't hurt Mizo!
He gets up, and he kind of scrambles back to Oog's legs. He kind of begins to look at all of you.
That one! I can help him! Please don't kill me!
Looking at you, Calder.
You got same thing kill Mizo's friends. Mizo can help you. Let Mizo live and give him his shiny back and he can help you.
No shiny, but you can have your life if you help.
Your friend lose life too, and Mizo don't help.
I've only
Shiny.
known him for like 3 weeks, so.
We're not that close, Mizo.
Mm-mm. This thing's really pretty, though. I could probably get
given
a
us
lot
a-
for it.
You've given us very little reason to trust you.
He begins to breathe heavy.
Mizo shiny, and Mizo helps you.
We
Ren
treated
is going
you
to summon a
well.
dagger in her hand, and I'll give you another shiny, but you ain't getting this one back.
We treated you well earlier, and this is how you decided to repay us. Shh. Pull out my sword. I'm just gonna walk close to him, flip it around so it's facing down.
Is that all you say?
What's it going to be, Miso? Life or death?
Your friend will be quicker than you kill me.
Fuck. Well, shit, Calder, do you just want to walk off? Because he seems to be focused. I don't give a shit.
What did you do?
Mizo, you actually know how to help.
Mizo know how to help.
Insight.
Insight.
10.
Can I roll that too?
Sure, you two
Everybody
can.
called it.
What is that? 10 plus insight. 14.
He's very hard to read, and he seems panicked, but he also seems a little frightened after getting hit with a sword and shot twice.
I
Well,
kneel
almost
down.
twice.
I kneel down in front of him.
He growls slightly.
He's wearing like a tunic or something.
Yeah.
Like a,
With the hood.
Okay.
Almost like Redrick's little hoodie, but a lot more tattered.
I'm just gonna like grab it and pull him in close. Tell me what you know, Mizo.
Give me a intimidation check.
Does he, real quick before I do, does he look like immediately wanting to resist?
How so?
Like he
I
looks
mean, he's-
especially defiant.
Absolutely.
Can I
Pop him in
give
the
him
nose.
Can I give him advantage from the little back and forth we did?
Sure.
I don't know what's happening, but I say we kill him. Call it out.
Frederick,
yeah,
pipe down.
the hand holding the sword, I'll just like deck him in the nose with that. Intimidation 23.
23.
Not without Mizo shiny.
It's not me so shiny anymore. It's her.
Brent's gonna start walking away. Well, I'm bored now, so sorry,
Here, like-
Calder. It was nice knowing you.
He begins to whisper to you, Calder. Less harsh.
Friend, you don't have long. You get Mizo shiny left or back, Mizo keep you alive.
Mizo, I don't think you understand who's in control right now, and I'll hit him again.
What is
Go
it?
kill Mizo. If you kill Mizo, Mizo never let you leave forest.
If what is it? If Ren's walking away, I'm going to. You're wearing a cloak.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Frederick?
so I guess just whatever you're wearing. I'm just gonna grab like the back of whatever you're wearing.
Mhm.
We should give him shiny.
You're gonna hear in your
Yeah.
head. She's just gonna say, "Not a fucking chance," and you're gonna hear in your head, "Just play along."
Hear a light click as the pistol is barely, I did pass the check, but barely passing as it is now functional again.
Mizo, you're not in a position to let us do anything. And I just backhand him.
And Ren keeps
Redrick,
walking away.
Falcon
And
puts her hand on your shoulder. She says, Redrick, the wind. And you can look above you, and it is blowing very, very feverishly right now. The rest of your party kind of too occupied at the moment to recognize that the trees are now bending, almost like in a violent manner.
Ren,
It,
Ren.
I was gonna say, it takes me a second, but I'll eventually let Ren go.
I'll point. I'll get your attention. I'll point here, point to me, and then point to Isaiah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw up a connection to those three. No, it's a D8
and-
now. Oh, well, it'll last for 1 hour.
I'll say to you, have Isaiah come over here, have him identify that thing, because if it's innocuous, then you can risk breaking it.
Good idea. And Isaiah, you're going to hear in your head, "Hey, follow me. Will you come identify this and we can see if it's worth arguing over?"
Hey, guys, I don't know if Mizo's just making empty threats or not. You want to just... he said we're not going to leave the forest. Told you something was up. Just kind of like point out the trees.
Calder, he kind of falls limp in your hands after you punch him again. He goes,
Not without Mizo shiny.
coughs up a little bit of blood, kind of runs down some of his teeth.
When
I
that
point to the
happens-
trees. What's that?
His eyes kind of flutter a little bit. What was that, Redrick?
I was going to say, when he gets hit, does it seem like the wind, like reacts or, like, has, like, a big gust at that moment?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
You really weren't paying attention initially. You'd have to, if it happens again, I will let you know.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out to see if Mizo being affected by anything has an effect on the wind. That's kind of my running theory.
What's going on with the trees, Mizo?
Mizo protector. No like when Mizo get hurt.
Your protector?
And it just seems to be like slowly breathing, his eyes fluttering.
I will use healing hands.
Man, we're done.
Jesus. 9 hit points for Mizo.
You see, he kind of blows some air out of his snout, causing the dust to kind of kick up around you.
Who's your protector?
Give Mizo shiny back.
Speaking
Mizo will
of, does
take
Isaiah
you.
come?
And he will help you.
You don't get a response, but at this point, Isaiah and Ook are probably flanking Mizo as Calder is holding him, and he switched out his hammer and pulled out his battle axe.
Do I see you do that? I'll just
I mean,
kind of
probably.
like hold a hand to the side just to like. Hold on.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not actively doing anything, but he's
Yeah.
pretty much just waiting for you to get out of the way.
Vulcan.
Ooh.
Vulcan. What about
Yeah,
Vulcan?
I was gonna say I'll go to Vulcan.
What?
Who is your
Fine.
protector?
Give me a moment. I had to see if she even has it prepared.
Fingers crossed.
Or like she might recognize it.
Let me see. She does. Give me a moment.
She had the spell slot.
It takes at least a minute.
Yeah, identify as a minute casting.
You guys can threaten for a minute.
Yeah, I still got questions for this little shit.
Well, let me see, actually.
Yo.
Give me a moment. And she begins to ritually cast, or not ritually, but she begins to cast Identify, sorry.
I'll
Who
watch
is
over
your
her while she does it.
protector?
We're at
I'll go over to Redrick and try to see what he's seeing.
I have.
Do we hear this conversation about protector? Like, it seemed like he was muttering under his breath, probably. And I don't think I'm that
He
close.
was. He was specifically speaking to Calder.
Okay.
I'm not muttering though. I'm asking him who is your protector.
Mizo says back to you.
Get Mizo shiny back and Mizo will take you to it.
Itch.
I don't know if we want to go to your protector, Mizo.
You
Who
will not
or
survive
what?
more than a day.
What are they?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know. Mizo never see anything like it before. Lives in big tree.
Why does it protect you?
Mizo helped it. It helped Mizo survive. It can help you survive. Same thing going on with Dom.
We helped you survive too, and you tried to hurt our friend. I point to.
Mizo walked away. You didn't help nothing.
Kind of gets a little bit snarky with you.
We could have killed you back there, Mizo. You certainly tried to kill us.
Your threats lay on deaf ears, friend. You die otherwise unless Mizo take you.
And get to see what.
You take us to your protector in a safe fashion, and then you get your shiny back. Only after. If
Persuasion
we
check.
are still alive. 19?
Fine. Let Mizo go.
I just give a little shove as I let go.
Kind of scatters back.
Stand up.
Looks at all the rest of you. Picks up his spear quickly.
I get a win check.
Still seems to be blowing violently, but not as violently.
Rental
The
here.
trees aren't like.
Any news?
Now they're just kind of swaying.
I'm gonna sheath my sword.
Take one step in a direction I don't like, Mizo, your head will be parted from your body. Just so we have an understanding.
Go ahead. Kill Mizo.
He kind of puts his hand out.
Do it.
You do make it
Ren?
tempting.
Ren, what does Vulcan say?
Vulcan.
I don't know what it is. She kind of holds it up. Some sort of abjuration, but I don't know. It seems almost mundane, but also has magical properties. Faint. But
I get back from her.
it is obsidian.
Is there any chance this is the Moonstone? Misa, where the fuck did you get this?
As he's kind of standing with his arms out in front of Calder.
Give Mizo shiny back and Mizo will tell you.
Obviously not.
Let Mizo no tell you. Have
Okay,
fun finding.
fine. Okay. Sounds great.
Stupid girl. You're a stupid
After-
friend.
Stupid little
after-
short thing.
Calm down. God damn, both of you. After we meet your protector. All right?
Protector don't kill you first.
Yeah, well, that's what you're here to stop, right? Your protector tries to kill us. You're the first one to go.
He looks at all of you.
Let me tell you something, red-haired man. Come with Mizo, over here. Quietly. Me you deal, how about that?
I don't need to keep secrets from these people.
Well, that one over there.
And he points at Isaiah.
Look like he gonna kill Mizo no matter what. You gonna stop Big Man from killing Mizo?
If I must. I look at Isaiah. Isaiah, if his protector tries to kill us, kill him first.
Oh, I'll kill him eventually, but maybe this time we'll just wait until after everything's done.
For now, Mizo, you're safe, provided you acquiesce to the terms of this deal.
Mizo propose new deal, yes? Deal that I think helps all of us.
Kind of speaks up as the wind kind of dies down. And he's being quite loud. He seems to be speaking to all of you.
Does he
Yeah,
seem to be
speaking to
projecting,
someone
speaking to
else.
more than just us?
Yeah, exactly.
Can I get a read on him? Yeah.
Can I ask an alternate but similar
decent.
question? Do I see anything watching this going down from like the tree line?
Perception check.
Although I don't have dark vision, so I guess disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Yeah.
I did say I'd go with you, so
Go ahead and roll it as well.
I will roll it.
I got an 18 on insight.
Ooh, that's poo.
Oh my god, I got an 18 and a 20, so 22
I got an
with
8.
disadvantage.
22 and an 8.
And then 18 for insight.
Redrick, you don't see anything, but you almost feel it. Something's watching you.
Just kind of like under my
This
breath.
existential kind of dread feeling.
Kind of under my breath to like cast this like right next to me. She's like, someone's fucking off about this forest.
Yeah, a lot of things are off with this place. This place is just plain horrible.
Someone's watching us. I'm not sure if it's the forest itself or Mizo's protector, but I think we got a friend out there.
I'll relay this information over to Ren, letting him know that something is nearby, something is watching to some degree.
All right. And then what do I read on him?
What exactly was your question again? Sorry.
When he starts
If he was
talking louder,
projecting to anybody else?
yeah, is he trying to get attention outside
Not
of ours?
really. It seemed like he was just, as you guys begin to spread out, people going here and there, he was just kind of, instead of just talking one-on-one with Calder, he seemed to be projecting to all of you. No one passed you.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It does. After hearing what Cassis just told me, and then Miso talking about his protector living in a tree, I'm just gonna attempt to think out the fucking entity that never wants to talk to me, and ask, one of yours?
Nothing.
Okay,
Interesting.
that's all.
Interesting, though.
I want to try something.
Hold on.
Spit it
Go
out,
ahead.
Mizo.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Cassis, if you want to try
Okay.
something.
With all this, I'm just gonna kind of him talking about protector, the feeling of being watched. I was like, "Oh, hello. We don't want to hurt your friend. You're just trying to get some help. Can you Can you help us in any way? You helped him. Can you help us?
You just hear the wind blowing.
Who's he talking to?
I think he's trying to reach out to your protector.
Let's propose a new deal with Mizo, yes?
Spit it out.
Mizo take you to get arm fixed. You hand Mizo shiny back, yes?
If we meet your protector, if they don't try to kill us.
It'll be up to protector whether he kills you or not Mizo.
Right. Well, then, if he does, you can take it from our bodies.
If you're still alive to do so.
If he
You
doesn't,
won't
we'll
be.
give it back and part as friends.
Let me speak about rest of deal. Mizo no gate you look for. Not golden gate from dwarvies, but deeper. Much deeper. Underneath the ground long time Mizo delved. Spent much time down there. Where do you think Mizo got shiny? You help Mizo get back there and get as many shinies as Mizo wants. And you promise no kill Mizo, he take you there.
Can I ask what you saw there, Misa?
Promise no kill Mizo.
Promise no kill Misa.
Well, long time ago. Many darkies down there. Evil ones, glowing red eyes. Mizo had to hide many times. Ran from one large spider one time. Ended up in one massive cavern. Almost like size of rift, but smaller. And in the center there was one pedestal. A bunch of broken stones, shinies. Everywhere, spread throughout cavern. Mizo said, these look valuable. So Mizo took one.
I look back at the group, give him a little smirk. I think that might be agreeable, Mizo. You can get us there.
If there were so many, why did you only take one?
Something moved within the darkness. Mizo ran for Mizo's life. It felt like fear itself. Could cripple Mizo in the blink of Mizo's eyes.
Okay.
But I will tell you this. Only Orxies allow us to Golden Gate.
Does the gate lead to the one that we're looking for? Is that the way that we go?
Mizo got in last time. Stupid Orxies forgot to leave, or forgot to close door. Mizo snuck right in. Long time Mizo descended. Down many golden stairs. Darkness everywhere else.
So, if you got in, how'd you get out?
Mizo can be quiet when Mizo has to.
Leave from Golden Gate? Or from Hole from other dark seas, as you say?
Well, Mizo ran for life. Mizo pounded on door for days. What seemed like days, months, years. Eventually the door opened. Orxies didn't like Mizo being in there. Almost killed Mizo until Protector came. Took Mizo out from them. And took me here.
Can your protector get us past the orcs?
Protector has not moved in a long time.
How
I
many
don't
orcs
even know
are
if he's...
there?
There were many more. Not too sure now. Mizo stay away. They don't like Mizo very much.
How many days since Protector moved? Weeks? Months?
Years.
How old is Miso?
Years.
So the
Eggval is sorry from that answer. Eggval is genuinely impressed.
So you said the orcs left the door open, so they go in there sometimes?
Miso no answer questions, stupid girl.
Okay.
Do the orcs go in there sometimes, Mizo?
I never see orcsies go in when Miso stay far away.
Okay. All right, Mizo.
Mainly orcsies sit in sun for a long time. Quiet ones, they us. Travel rift.
Castus is just going to hear in his head. So, like, did he just see them go in one time?
Miso, did you see them only going once, or they're going multiple times when you were watching them?
Miso never saw go in. Stupid orcsies just left door open.
You said they're quiet. They don't raid or make battle with anybody else in the rift.
There is nobody else in the rift.
Drow, your people.
Miso's people have not been in rift for a long time.
Let's see.
Dark ones stay in holes. Rare. They come into Great Rift.
Where did the things we fought earlier come from?
Kind of growls at you.
Miso no know.
Have they been here the entire time that your people have been?
As long as Miso can remember. No. Only seen them few time. Recent.
Before or after the newcomers?
4.
Okay. Well, Mizo, and I look at the group. How do y'all feel? I think I personally like this deal.
I like
Yeah,
the
good
Yeah,
deal.
Condition. One
definitely got to
condition.
be tied up while we're asleep.
Yep. Add that to the deal. Then I'm in.
One condition. She no carry shiny, you do.
And he points to you, Calder.
Why? Because his eyes aren't as sharp as mine? I don't
Why?
think so.
Because you have stinky attitude. Miso
Well-
don't like you.
My attitude's more of a mirror, so maybe check your attitude first. Redrick can carry it. But
I got
somebody with
pockets.
better eyes. Somebody with better eyes than Calder. I don't have to,
A
but not
little
Calder.
insulting, but all right.
No offense meant. You're great for a lot of things, just not keeping an eye out.
Ren will hear in her head, if this is a piece of the gate, maybe it's not safe with either of you two.
No, it was a statement.
Yeah, I know. Let's pretend to give it to Redrick, and then once Miso's not looking, we can give it to someone else, so he doesn't know where it is.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Red one only.
He just says in response to,
Why?
Miso trust you.
Insight check. Ball is 6.
Trust him.
You seem
I'll
most
hand it.
level-headed out of the rest. This one scares me. This one mean. This one keep giving me evil eye. That one even meaner.
I
She
do.
keeps laughing.
I'll hand off the piece to Redrick in full view of Miso.
I think he meant Calder, but
No, I did not mean Calder. I meant Redrick. I'm not giving it to Calder.
no, I think Mizo said only Calder, but I'll take it.
Only red. Oh, only red one. I just
Yeah,
assumed he meant
both
you.
red.
his hair.
Yep.
Yeah, fine. I'll say sure thing, Miso. Only red one. I'll hand it to Calder. And then I'll get down on Miso's level and really, really patronizingly just be like, does that make you feel better, buddy?
He growls and his lips kind of twitches.
Oh, big feelings, huh, bud? And I'll just stand up and walk away.
Now that might piss you off, Mizo, but you kind of earned it. You gotta admit.
When Mizo lead you deep into dark, Mizo make sure she last one. Maybe she get lost.
Maybe. We'll see.
Well, let's just go back to sleep. We'll watch him. Each watch will just we have to get going. Calder's turning into a porcelain doll. We have to try to fix him.
The deal is struck, Mizo.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna tie you up for the night,
Mhm.
and then tomorrow you take us to the first step. You said we fix my arm, right?
I have a question. Miso, how far will we go?
Till when?
What?
Till when?
Well, we're meaning protector first, right? Am I lost on that?
2 days, 3 days.
Okay, yeah, we probably rest then. I was thinking maybe like a couple hours. If it's okay, yeah.
Long time for center of Oasis.
That's true, Lord Drift. Okay.
Right.
Your protector watched the
Right.
whole forest?
He doesn't really know anything about his protector. His protector isn't even really his protector. It just helped him one time and it hasn't moved since. He's all full of smoke.
Full of smoke.
Not the only one.
I'll summon 2 daggers and be like, my smoke's a little more solid. And I'll let them
He wasn't
disappear.
addressing you.
Oh.
He's addressing Redrick.
Oh.
Had a feeling.
Not everything's about you.
All right, can we please officially end the pissing match and go back to sleep?
Yes. Yeah,
Alright.
but let's tie the shit out of Mizo.
I got rope.
And we'll
I know knots. I'll tie him.
get it.
So you tie Mizo up. The rest of you kind of drag him back to where you are all sleeping.
Yeah.
He
He's still a
willingly
little
lets you
wounded.
tie. Who, Mizo? Yeah, he is bleeding from a cut across his shoulder that Eggball had taken to him, and his leg has a hole in it.
As he's being tied up, I'm gonna kind of look at him in the eye, like, Miso, I don't want to hurt you. I can't say the same for the others. I just want to try to make this as seamless as possible. So, on a sign of good faith, repeating that because that was what we did last time, I'm going to use my healing hands to heal him.
The gems are
He heals for 7 points.
Okay.
It's like a solid half hour once everybody finally goes away that I say it like declenches and gets back to work.
As you kind of are giving, you did lay on hands, correct?
Is a healing hand, so I touched
Oh,
him.
healing
and
hands,
kind
right. Okay. Mizo gives out a sniff and goes,
You smell different than others. Cleaner.
I'll take that as a compliment. So, Miso,
Mizo
can you
feel
please
better now.
behave?
Can you roll Mizo inside?
kind of begins to wiggle a little bit.
I'll push him. I'll acquiesce. He's tiny, so I just kind of.
Just rolls over.
Mizo side sleeper.
Good night, Miso.
Boy.
Wait. Can't Mizo spear? Mizo can't sleep without spear.
Absolutely not.
Sorry,
You're such a
Mizo.
silly little
I'll
dude.
keep all you up all night.
I will tie a little circle of rope and like put it behind it in his mouth. You know, I
See
was
if he's
on your
going to chew
side
on
till
it.
the smoke comment, but
we can't have
It
you
is what
cutting
it
the
is.
bonds, Mizo.
He's just chewing on
Is-
the rope at this point.
I
You've
just-
given
so,
us
hold
no
on.
reason to trust.
So I just want to ask, how we tied him up? Is his hands tied behind his back or in front of him?
Whatever you
Behind his
want.
back.
Behind his back. Who has spear?
Egg, we're not giving him a weapon. I'm sorry.
I think it might be
If
still
it's
by
not in hands,
by
it's more
Isaiah.
difficult to use. We're taking watches anyways. We'll keep him in sight. If this is a trust thing, it needs to be tried. I'm not happy with it either, but trust is trust.
No, he hasn't earned any trust. He's
Yes,
tried to kill us
It's
several
not really
times.
trust. Yeah, we made a deal. This was part of it. As watch is resumed, I'm going to go kind of like around a tree so Mizo can't see. And I'm going to take the shiny. I'm going to put it inside of that wooden lockbox that my amulet was in.
Okay.
And then I'm going to like I have a net. So I'm gonna like wrap it over the outside of the box several times since it's like person sized. And then tuck it like at the bottom of my pack.
I have to say, this way,
Perfect.
I do love playing.
And then I'll return to the camp.
So did no one give Mizo the spear?
I am simply a
Castus will go because I think he left it over with Isaiah. He will retrieve it, but he's gonna have it by his person. So he sits there. He kind of shoves it into the ground so that it's in line of sight with Mizo, but it is staying by him.
I guess that do for Mizo.
Good night, Mizo.
Hey, good night, smelly man.
And what about the
Could
rest of
called
you?
worse.
I'm still down to take a watch if anything.
Yeah, whenever
Probably only
our
have
watch ends.
a little bit of time left in your watch for you two, but
Sure. Well, yeah, we can wake up Big and Redrick.
Isaiah, how
let's
long
do
do you
that.
stay up
break a watch.
and continue to work?
He doesn't sleep.
Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Brave dog.
All betrayed me so much.
Come on, do it.
That's not bad. 15.
Hey, you do not take a point of exhaustion, but you would definitely have to continue to roll throughout the next day.
Okay.
All right. Eventually, your watch ends. Who do you wake up?
Egg and Redrick, I
Redrick.
guess?
Egg and Redrick, yeah.
You two are awakened, and the other two eventually fall asleep. Falcon and Ren in their deep within their meditative state at this point.
That's
I'm gonna lay down to sleep like near Ren, by the way.
Okay.
Just to stay close to the observant person.
Okay, well, I mean, if you're just gonna kill that.
Yeah, two things I'm keeping an eye on during my watch is like Mizo and the road, just to see if anything's like passing by.
So, hold on one second. What did you say, Redrick? Say that again.
I said the two main things I'm keeping an eye on during this watch are Mizo and the road.
Perception check, both of you.
I don't think either of us have dark vision.
Correct.
Nope.
Good.
So is that disadvantage?
Yes.
Not playing that well.
14. Yeah, why'd you guys wake us up together? It's not my fault.
Ah, man, that's okay. So you said perception. It's a 13. Rolls a 10 and 19.
Very average rolls.
relatively quiet. Dark. You can barely see Eggball sitting next to you. The complexion of his skin lighter than yours, obviously, which kind of makes him easier to see. But
Does Yelpy care about Honor?
Is Misa still where we left him?
for the time being, yep,
And his spear the same?
still standing in the dirt.
Did you see werewolves?
If nothing else,
Yeah, okay.
during your watch, Frederick and Eggball, something approaches you. But at this point, it's pretty much right next to you. As you see Mizo sitting across from you, hands unbound, just munching.
I am.
What you got there, Miso?
Lizard jerky?
Kind of holds it up.
Oh, you got lizard jerky? I think we still have some elk jerky.
Mizo no ever have elk jerky.
You want to try?
Uh,
Okay, hold on. I'll go go searching through my bag. I'll pull out a strip. Here you go. But first, how did you get out of ropes?
Mizo. Easy.
Was it the claws or was it the teeth? Or both?
Little bit of this. Little bit of that.
what did
Mizo
you
got hungry. Couldn't
Oh.
eat with hands tied behind back.
You realize this violates your little agreement there with Calder, right? Now you'll never get the shiny back.
You can tie Mizo up after he done eating.
I kind of looked at Redrick. And then looked back to Miso. You're a strange little one. You're interesting. Just slowly hand over the jerky.
He snatches it and begins to.
You're at a fort?
Mm. Mm.
He begins to spit it out a little bit.
Spicier. Spicier than lizard jerky.
Throws it back at you. Hits you in the chest. Into the
Oh,
dirt.
yeah. I still have a couple of spicy peppers that I made it with. It's pretty good.
Peppers.
It's new. It's new for me.
Well, Mizo don't like peppers.
I'll keep that in mind.
Missing out, man.
Just chew back on his.
So, you're a weird big one. You call weird small one. Mizo hasn't seen no one like you two before.
You haven't seen many people down here at all?
Ever.
Just begins to chew.
I've seen one of you before. Or at
One
least
of
heard of
Mizo.
one.
There's more than one Mizo.
Back east. Like east. By mountains. They didn't like to talk. They only wanted to fight. Not very nice. But you're better,
Yes.
though.
You say lay like many Mizos?
I've only seen a couple, but from what I heard, many misos. There was also... They worked for a... You know a dragon? Know what dragon is?
Mizo heard story of dragon, but never seen one.
They work for a very large brown dragon. Very mean, not kind.
Mizo's mind blown. Many Mizos running around.
Many misos, from what I'm told.
Bunch of little shitheads.
Well, Mizo can barely handle Mizo's self. More than one Mizo.
How did you get down here, Mizo? I never heard of a kobold all on its own.
I remember. He's always been here.
Even before you met your protector friend?
Long before. Miso used to have lots of friends. Families. Lived here a long time.
What happened to them? I missed that. What you like?
Yeah, I guess my screen froze. He points at Calder.
What did Calder do?
So I'm.
Oh, is it the weird bat wolf things? The big furry dudes?
And many other things like it.
Do they come from underground, or do they just live here?
Miso don't know.
Hmm.
Long time. Miso went without family and friends. Why there's less orcs too?
Even though it works.
So those things showed up and just been killing everything, huh?
Even before things showed up.
Yeah, I heard it.
It's rough, man.
Miso get used to it.
I am in a corner.
You know what I
And
used
these-
to
Have shinies before. Now Miso has shinies. Miso much happier now.
I will.
Well, that's
It's
good.
good to have hobby. I mean, I like to cook. Well, I mean, that's jerky. That's one thing I can make. I can make a bunch of other stuff. It's really good. It
Oh,
doesn't
you-
have to be spicy.
You gotta try a stew. If you're gonna be traveling with us, I'm sure we'll get it at least once. Hopefully.
I was
If
about
we
to say,
had-
what stew, Precious? That's the first thing that came into my mind.
Potatoes.
Is the little kid singing?
You ever tried Rome miso?
No. What's
Gotta
wrong?
get Miso lit.
That'd be so fucking
Oh,
annoying.
you are missing out, my friend. And I will take out my little flask. Probably doesn't have that much left in it at this point, but I will. I guess I don't know. Here, take a sip of this. Small sip.
So weighs 40 pounds.
Quick
One
sip.
sip gone.
It ain't gonna taste good.
It's like 70
you'll
proof
enjoy
right
it.
there.
He just chugs it down.
Mm.
Oh no, he's dead.
Hey!
He's dead.
I'll snatch it out of his hand as quick as I can.
And you do, and there's just a little backwash left in the flask.
Aww.
And you
Fucking
just see him
hell.
go. He just gives a little burp, and as he does, a little bit of smoke comes out of his mouth.
All right, now we're really gonna have to fucking tie him up.
That was spicier than jerky.
It
Bet
was
your
good
ass.
spicy though. That's good spicy.
Gives another little burp.
Had was though. Black sludge deep underneath earth. Miso's real thirsty. Miso didn't move for like 4 days.
Black sludge.
Whoa. I can't
Pools of
say
it everywhere.
this will do it for 4 days, but this might put you on your ass in a bit.
Miso's fine.
See his
Oh.
eyes just kind of go like this. Head begins to nod a little bit.
Yeah, no,
I guess on the topic of liquids, I'm gonna pull out like my flask, or not my flask. I'm gonna pull out like my water skin with kind of like the golden water, and I'm gonna just start drinking some, and just taste it, wait, notice if anything happens.
Minerally.
I am concerned for his health a bit now. So if he passes out, I'm gonna just like check pulse real quick and just like
Miso?
yeah. I don't know
He
if
is
he does
out.
or not, but
Lay him on his side in case he throws
Yeah.
up.
yeah, exactly.
He is
He's a
just
side sleeper.
Alcohol
He is just
poisoning
out.
is real. But actually, you know what? I probably wouldn't care. That's too much of me as a player getting in there. I'd just be like, he's having a great time.
Yeah, he is just out like a light, leaning up against the tree and just face down.
Maybe that was a
Whoa.
bad idea.
I mean, he's asleep though. He'll be asleep for a while.
Was a good way to shut him up.
Do you
That's
have
for
any
sure.
more of that? Maybe that could help out in the next couple of days.
Oh, I wish that was all I had left.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, if he's tied up against a tree, we could just. Or sorry, tied up. If he's laying up against a tree, we can just tie him against a tree.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to tie him up again, even if he's just gonna slip out of it.
Well, yeah, but and if anyone in the morning happens to ask why he's against a tree, he got raspy, rat, rat, rascally, rascally. Is that the word?
Rowdy? Think about Rowdy?
Rowdy. Yeah, that's the word. Okay,
There you go.
rowdy. All right, he got rowdy. That's what it was.
Tried.
It's the thought that counts. You know, I'm working on it.
Yeah, your comment's getting better.
I was gonna say, hold on. So do I still have? Do I still have rope? I don't have my rope. I remember that I used it and left behind, or it got destroyed or something, but I no longer have my rope.
We
So,
are eating through rope. I'll check mine, the one that I used to like tie his mouth, but it's probably shorter now, I'd imagine. But I think it's still there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll use that to tie him up. Thanks, help.
sure.
He does not wake up the entire time.
Perfect.
Fucking out.
I really hope he doesn't die of alcohol poisoning, but that's a problem for tomorrow morning.
Eventually, your guys' watch comes to an end. Both of you noticing Isaiah working feverishly on whatever little project is a ways away. You can see just the faintest little blue, kind of like pulses as you can see him working, kind of light up his face in the night.
I guess before having to bed down, I guess while Redrick is waking up, whoever else is going to be taking watch next, I'm going to go wander over to Isaiah. Are you okay over here? You doing all right?
Yep.
Are you going to be getting any sleep?
Sure.
I mean, if you want to go sleep, you can sleep now.
I know.
Okay. You need anything?
Hmm. Do you have a number 3 chisel?
There are numbers for chisels?
Never mind. There's different sizes, shapes, thicknesses. They got to keep track of them somehow.
That makes sense. For different stuff.
Yep.
Are you doing okay? You're alright?
Yeah, I got a project. I'm working on it. There's nothing better in the world.
Hello, dark.
You seem very aggravated against Miso.
Oh.
It's who?
I made a promise.
Oh no.
I keep my promises.
What you mean, promise?
Oh, I told him he was going to die if he didn't leave. It might take a while. Probably take a while. Gotta at least get
Okay.
to that gate first.
Yeah.
Weird promise, but okay. Well, just make sure to get some sleep, please.
Of course.
Okay. I guess good night. Gonna awkwardly walk back to camp.
Before I like shake Ren awake, I'll first think like wake up,
Oh, yeah,
wake
I
up,
have the knife.
and see if she can like hear it. But
The connection was only for an hour, so
that wasn't
probably not.
with me.
Oh.
Something stupid, and then I'll shake her and just be like, "Hey, watch time."
Yep. How's the little shit?
He was getting rowdy, so we tied him to a tree. He's also hopefully not dying of alcohol poisoning.
Did you get the kobold drunk?
Yes. It shut him up at least and put him to sleep. So
Hey, no.
and now you don't have to deal with it.
I kind of wish you would have woken me up for that. That sounds hysterical.
It was
okay.
great. Just maybe check a pulse every now and then just to make sure.
I don't know if I care that much.
Yeah, neither do I. But he's having a great time. Sure.
Good night.
You guys are terrible with captives.
It's a little shit. Oh.
Never mind my arm falling off. That's fine.
The first thing Ren will do when she gets up is just unconsciously like check for the ring that she normally wears under her shirt, just because there's a little fucking thief in the camp.
All of your possessions are gone. Ha.
Every single one.
Cool.
Get
Sounds
ready,
good.
nerd.
And then I'll just double check Miso's bond to see what he looks like.
Seems relatively loose, Redrick.
Meh.
But so you tighten it up a little bit better.
He looked so insulted. He's like,
And Miso's still just like just passed out.
Oh yeah, he is snoozing.
There's no hair on kobolds, right? It's just like scales.
It's all scales.
Okay.
Maybe
well,
some fuzz somewhere, but it's mainly scale. Yeah.
Rin's just gonna, just for funsies, real quick, probably before the other two entirely fall asleep, it's just gonna get a little marker or a little pen and just write shithead on Miso's forehead. And that's all.
He does not wake up.
Ren is like a mean girl with me. So like, just not having it.
Ren's a fucking bully, dude.
Fucking hates this kid.
Yeah, Rin's the bully. Yeah, she's definitely not matching anybody's energy.
She's a bully.
Just wait till you wake up with shithead on your forehead, though.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna happen.
Rank war begins.
Put his hand in hot water. Yeah, so I'll keep an eye on you, so I'll keep an eye on the road. But at some point during the watch, I'm also gonna wander over to Isaiah. And just be like, still up?
Yep. Gotta get this done at some point.
What are you doing?
Oh, considered making manacles, but not really my forte. So I'm just working on Calder's armor. That boy has got to get some decent defense on him.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do it himself, so.
No, he's really not. I kind of feel like he likes getting hurt. I don't know.
I mean, there's different kinds of pain. Some are good. Pretty sure that's more of a mental thing, though.
Yeah. Well, how's Ook doing?
I think I'm figuring some things out. He's still... I think whatever this Black Star Gate is, it's got a field that interrupts whatever the power source for the blue flame is. We haven't seen any of the fires. That piece that Miso had, that apparently was just part of the gate.
Yeah. That he figured out how to use it and manipulate it. Like he used it on Ook.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he figured it out, though. He doesn't strike me too much as the type to figure something out like that. But he also... he also was very particularly interested in the spark that keeps Ook going. Not just Ook himself.
Well, he also knew that whatever his little shiny was had an effect on it.
Yeah.
Hell does a thing like him want with a blue spark?
Maybe his protector wants it. Maybe he thinks it'll sell well. Maybe he thinks it'll protect him. If it, I don't know if any of this is real, but if this gate and the spell plague happened roughly the same time, spell plague was caused by the death of a god, and this gate apparently got dismantled. It's sounding more and more like a war to me between the two of them, and the blue flame is just whatever's left of that thing.
So, a war between whatever's on the other side and the god that was here that died?
Something
Or
killed it.
yeah, that's right. They said that all the horrors came out of the gate and the god died, and they thought that that's the spell plague, and that's what broke the gate.
Well, maybe.
Well, that's
Something
what
happened that broke the gate. I don't remember if it was.
that's what
Yeah.
they told us. Yeah.
Alright.
I've got a good memory. Like I have a little notebook up here.
I built Duke so I didn't have to remember. I could just read it off him. But, you know, my way works too. Every time I read a novel, it's the first time again.
I guess that's one way to look at it. There's things. Well, anyway,
Ren,
huh? I just wanted to say I can connect with Ook again if you want.
I think whatever this gate is keeping the blue flame at bay, and that might be why we couldn't connect last time. It only worked outside of the radius of this rift.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And it stopped working after.
We got here.
Yeah.
And there
Well,
was
after
no-
the fire. I think I tried to connect him again after that, didn't I? And it didn't work.
Correct.
But the first time you tried it, it didn't work. It was
still right outside of Hardcastle. That's where we were in the fields and all the flames came up.
yeah, but you felt something.
I felt something the first time, and then I think I tried again after that, shortly after that, after like the whole thing came up, and that's when there was nothing there, and there hasn't been anything. I think I've tried once more since then, and I still haven't felt anything.
Well, maybe. I mean, he was a dream I had when I was a kid. I just got the chance to do it finally.
Pretty neat dream.
Well, these days it's about the only good one I got left. I don't think it was going to end any other better way.
Don't worry about it.
But I do. I'm not always going to be able to do what you ask.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to. I'm not your mom or anything. It's I don't know what it is, but I think I understand a little more now.
What do you mean?
It wasn't hard when it did it. It was only hard after.
Now I was really hoping it'd be a while before you learned that one.
I'm kind of like having a whole crash course into adulthood, so I'm a quick study.
Well,
What'd you say?
I was gonna say something, but well, this isn't exactly normal adulthood. What we do, what we've chosen to do. Most people never have to deal with the things we do.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't planning on it.
It doesn't stop being hard. It's never easy. And you don't forget. But there are good things too. And sometimes it's easy not to think about. Just sits there in the back of your head, not doing anything.
Maybe I'll get to that point, but I don't know. I feel like every day I focus on something else. And today I just keep thinking about how much effort and time it takes to make a life and how easy it is to end one.
Well, yeah.
It's
Dying's
just kind
always
of,
the easiest part.
it's just weird. It's just really weird.
Why do you think I make things? I spent all of my life trying to make things or make things better. But it's that's something I'm not sure everybody understands. There is no weapon in any universe that ever makes things better. It only makes things worse.
Ren's gonna quiet for a moment, let that sink in, nods, and then just and she's gonna summon both of her daggers and let them fall away. I better get back to watch.
All right. Let me know if you like that. That is a fucking amazing thing that you just did. Let me know if you need any like actual physical things.
Yeah, thanks. These seem to do pretty well. It's really fucking weird, but it is kind of cool. I still don't know what it is.
It's witchcraft. Of course.
Obviously.
Good night.
Good night. I'll walk back to camp.
All right.
Oh, did you want a perception check?
It's required.
Okay.
Appreciate it though.
Yeah.
Is there anything
Ren
else
forgets
anybody
to keep
wanted
watch
to
for
do?
danger.
Well, she gets back to
I
the
know.
camp and Misa's
Everyone's
gone.
dead.
So.
Yeah, all of our throats are slit.
Yeah.
I think I'm kidding. No, I am. Misa's still tied up, sleeping.
That's all I had.
If there's nothing else, the cool, breezy morning comes to all of you. Y'all get a long rest. Y'all feel refreshed. Even though you slept in the elements, you felt like you slept on a bed. Not sore, not running for your life for the first time in a long time. Maybe it's that false hope of the inevitable doom that you walk into, but feel comfortable. You see Mizo's already awake.
It's just smiling at him.
He's tying a knot within the rope that you had.
First thing I do when I sit up is check my arm.
Still gross looking.
Has it?
And then you
moved?
get to the top of it, and there's just a hole where you can
Where?
see just like it almost looks like black rot in a way, and then you begin to smell it.
Oh my god. Where? How has it moved further up the arm?
It is right on your forearm, about that wide.
But the
and about this thick.
the
The
discoloration and
the
everything.
color discoloration itself, it has moved up past your elbow.
God damn.
It's completely consumed your hand.
Ooh, baby.
You
Cassis
can
will see
almost
this.
think you see 2 bones.
Do I still not
Hey.
feel anything?
You do not feel anything.
Or are we still with the whole choppy chop thing?
But how far up my arm?
It's not very far
It's like
past the
just
elbow.
past the elbow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can still see some coloration in your fingertips. But the hours that
Yeah.
you slept, definitely it has crept.
Oh no.
Mizo,
Yeah, no, we just got.
how far are we from your protector? Said 3 days.
We can make it quicker. Mizo takes you short way.
Yeah, how much quicker?
How fast can you move?
Fast as you can.
Mizo get you there. One more night. We sleep. Next day.
Any
Think so.
faster than that? Is that best you can do?
So ain't no magician.
Yeah, all right.
Can your protector
I mean-
attach lost limbs? Reattach.
Just consider that if Calder does lose his arm, he's gonna be a lot less effective if we go down to the cavern, and you might not be able to get as many shinies as you want. So,
Mizo understand.
okay. So you're fairly confident that we can, save his arm in time?
Save his life in time.
All of it?
Well, life, yes. Maybe.
Oh. He has 2 arms, so it's kind of the best we can hope for right now.
Gee, thanks, Cast.
I mean,
Let's
Hey.
fucking go.
well, I mean, at least you don't, mainly use a bow. That's a plus, right?
Yep.
No
yep.
time to waste.
Let's get moving, please.
Yeah, let's get moving. He
Okay.
still has shithead on his face. Did anybody notice that?
Everybody knows it.
Yeah, he's not
I will
saying
go
anything.
Except for him.
I'll untie Miso.
He's already
I'm pretty sure
untied.
Miso untied himself.
Oh, bitch.
He's just playing with the rope in front of him. He was just tying little knots on as he went down the rope.
Completely pointless.
Just gonna snatch the rope out of his hands. Take my rope back.
Well, it's shorter now. Have fun getting knots out.
Have fun climbing down something with us. Now we have less rope. Thanks.
He just uses his little. He just shows you his little claws.
Miso, would you kindly lead the way?
You got any more spicy jerky?
I think I got some more, yeah. Did you run out of lizard jerky? As
I
I
want
start.
spicy jerky. Pet Mizo in the morning. Quicker step.
Okay. And what is it? I'll pull out I'll pull out a couple strips and I'll hand it over to him. Maybe some for
He
later.
just takes the whole 3 strips or so that you give him and he just shoves them all in his mouth.
Oh, it was.
Kind of gives himself a little jolt.
Well, all right. Let's go.
And he just hops up and begins to just full on sprint.
Jesus Christ.
All right, time to go.
Yeah.
Full on,
I
he's
guess
just
we're
full on booking. Eventually, within a few hours, he notices that you all are gonna get tired, and he slows down. He's leaning up against a tree.
Yeah.
Well, don't you go keep up. Fat man, big steel thing. Slower.
Well, we're doing pretty all right, I
He's
think.
actually quicker than you are.
I mean, we don't usually super fast
Listen.
all day.
You want to get there within a day or 2, yes?
Yeah.
Run we must.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Two.
I think
Okay.
I think I need a little help.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's fun.
No.
That's an 8.
You are exhausted. You take a point of exhaustion. All of you can tell that Isaiah is the last one to catch up to you. As he's cocking back off to Mizo, you can tell that he's breathing heavy. You can see these dark circles under his eyes.
Okay there, Isaiah?
Yep, doing fine. Let's keep going.
Mizo will take it as light jog now.
I'm just gonna walk over. I'm gonna. The ground like dry.
It is cracked desert earth.
All right, I'm gonna take my water skin. I'm gonna try to like sort of like pile up some of now the dusty dirt. Put some in my hand, and I'm gonna pour some of like my water from like my water skin on it. Just kind of like mix it up, make it like mud. Just go along with this, okay? And I'm just gonna mix it around in my hands and just kind of like spread it along the outer sides of Isaiah's legs, and I'm casting Long Strider on you. So you now have a movement speed of now have increased movement speed of 10 feet. So just so you don't have to hopefully use up so much energy.
Thanks. Appreciate you making me dirty.
I'm sure Vulcan does weird clean things. Actually, hold on. How's Velka looking after sprinting for so long in high heels?
Oh yeah.
Pissed. Heels are tied behind her back. She is not having her hair's all kind of disheveled. You can see her. She's quickly casting prestidigitation on herself as they're all standing there. You can see the hair begin to straighten out. Her clothes are cleaned off.
As we are moving, during one little short break or something, Isaiah will go over to Redrick and just shove somewhat hard a longsword in a scabbard into your hands. Just, look, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but those little pig stickers are not going to do it. Just hold on to it. You don't have to use it. Just hold on to it. Whatever.
Alright. Fine. I appreciate it.
Are we done?
Yes.
Get on.
And he begins to lead you down the Golden Road. As you continue to travel throughout this day, the Golden Road winds through this deep forest. Eventually, you begin to hear the sound of running water. As the water kind of disappeared for a moment on your travels. As it had crossed underneath the bridge that you had fought those monsters under and kind of curved eastward, you kind of lost sight of it. But now it kind of runs parallel to the road you follow. Mizo stops a few times throughout the day and drinks from the river. All of you know that there's gold in it, but he doesn't seem to care.
I will refill if needed.
When we get to the water, Rin will have had her fun and be like, "Hey, Miso, you might want to wipe your face off." I don't know what you got
Must
into.
have slept too close to fire.
Yeah, you were pretty drunk last night.
Dragon Man gave me spicy stuff. Made me so go to sleep.
Sure you're not feeling sick or anything today?
This was fine.
It was a
Orxies
jerky.
gave me stuff that way worse than that.
Probably the dragon blood.
Is there anything anybody wanted to do on this expedited trip through the forest? Throughout this day of traveling?
I'd like to start writing a novel while we're sprinting.
Does Eggball know how to write?
In giant, yes. And technically in common as well. Does not very well.
Can you run backwards and smith at the same time?
No.
quietly mutter prayers to myself as I run.
I want to
Got
take.
it,
I wanna,
got it.
while we're running, I just want to look for that fairy dragon that's been haranguing me.
Perception check.
Oh, that one balls.
You are too focused on keeping up with the Weaselly Mizo. And half the time, he's not even following the road. It seems like he's rather keen on staying off of it, dashing in between the trees, sometimes in them, sometimes behind them. Sometimes you even lose sight of him before he just appears in front of all of you again, kind of slowing. You guys have to slow before you see him up ahead. He seems rather familiar with wherever he's taking you. Anything else? As the night begins to creep in, I need Isaiah to roll me another Constitution saving throw.
Let me do this. Oh, much better. That's 19.
You do not take another point of exhaustion, but you are extremely exhausted, if you would catch my drift.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the one that eventually stops the party for the evening, tries to find somewhere to rest near the water's edge. At this point, the water is kind of it's not as wide as a river, but it's not as narrow as a stream. It's kind of a mixture between the two. Beautifully clear, shimmering in the light as it peers through the top of these trees here.
Camping here then.
You good?
We want a fire
Appreciate it.
tonight?
One thing you guys did notice as you go to bed down for the night, the ground around you has changed. You begin to see green. Little tufts of flowers, grass. Pine cones litter the road around you from the trees that you've been winding through. The smell of fresh water and pine in the air.
Should I make a fire tonight?
Do you think that's a good idea, Miso? You know this area best.
Always makes fire. Thought you stupid bunch for not having one.
Okay.
Oh, don't want to be stupid, I guess. I'll just start prepping to make a fire.
Yeah, and start collecting wood.
It's a lot easier to find now, though it's not thick wood that you're able to sustain a fire all night, but definitely enough that you can scrounge up. Way easier than before. Now that you're this deep within a day's travel within the forest now.
Is there any presence of animals now that we're further in? Any
Perception
change?
check.
Any sounds?
Is it still oppressively dark, like it was at the beginning of the forest?
Indeed.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be as bad. You don't really notice it too much during the day. It's definitely dark in the forest during the day, right? Because of just how thick the tree cover is here. It is at night whenever you really do notice that this place gets extremely dark. Perception check, Liam.
16.
With a 16. No sign of wildlife. The entire day that you travel.
This place is really weird.
I've been saying it since we got here.
Weird
I mean-
isn't a bad thing.
I mean, I know
Oh no, weird's
I mean, I know
great,
down-
usually.
I know down here is weird, but at least think some animals, maybe birds or something, would come down.
Ooh, speaking of birds, I'm just gonna look up at the sky just because I remembered I can't fucking see it's night, but I just remembered the
Perception
hawk.
check. With disadvantage if you're looking into the sky.
Yeah,
Because of that thick
and
tree
the
cover.
trees. Yep.
We haven't really seen wildlife since your fire eruption.
A 10?
Yeah.
Can't see anything past all those trees.
How's the arm, Calder?
I check.
It's gone.
No.
No. He says no. Nah. He just knew I was lying there. The darkness of the of your wound is beginning to spread.
Very good.
Just seems like a festering hole.
Do I see more bone?
Nah, it doesn't seem like it's grew. Like the wound has not grew at all.
Just a
on your
dark
travel.
coloring is spreading.
Yeah, you can see
has
like the veins that around the outside of the wound begin to like draw themselves outward.
Oh, brutal. Has it creeped up my arm more?
No.
Worse-ish. I show him the black spot with like the black
Ooh.
crawling in the veins.
Oh,
That's so great.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get that smell out. See Falcon walk far away from you.
Vern's gonna like. My mom helped a guy with a wound like that once a long time ago, but well, not that bad. Not like black.
Egg just kind of moves a little bit closer. Can I poke your bone?
No, you
Oh,
cannot.
no.
Okay. That's why you ask. That's why you ask for it.
Not to give worry to everybody, but Mizo's seen this before. Mizo don't think you have much time, Mr. Redman.
Should we keep traveling through the night? What's the plan? What do we do?
How close is your protector?
We travel through night, we get there morning.
Do you think
To
he
go
lasts till morning? If we sleep?
Hard to tell. Spread fast, unexpectedly.
Have you seen anybody try to remove the part that's bad?
Mizo's seen lots of things.
Oh, I thought.
Did it work?
Did it work?
He just shakes his head no lightly.
So even if I cut the arm off, it would pick up somewhere else.
There's no hope for you other than protector.
Anything that
Insight.
slows it down?
Hope. Like I said,
Calder's full of that.
spreads randomly. Sometimes quicker, sometimes slower.
Isaiah, are you going to be okay to keep going if we go through the night?
Not a whole hell of a lot of choice.
Could Ook carry you? I mean, I don't think you could sleep, but at least you wouldn't have to walk.
If it gets bad, I imagine, yeah. I mean, we're already carrying a lot.
Well, I mean, we can take some of the stuff up of Ook so he can carry you.
I can carry a lot and I can help if needed.
That's fair.
Not carrying much.
It's fine. Well, speaking of, Velkin, you're better suited for this right now. And he's going to hand her 2 pouches full of vials. I have no idea what 2 of them are, but the rest of them are just healing, so do something with it.
I'll take one of those. I'm going to reach over and grab one of the health potions.
Okay, then. Do you want me to look at them? And
Yeah, let's take 10 minutes or something, a couple of minutes, get our breath, and then we'll keep moving.
give me a moment.
Thank you.
There was a teal one and a brown one with brown spots or something like that.
When did we get these potions?
Off of the guys we killed.
Indeed.
First kill.
Hardcastle.
It's a trophy.
Hardcastle.
A blue
Oh, and
green
Hardcastle.
vial, and where's the other one? Dark gray potion with dirt.
So the first one is a potion of diminution. Do you guys know what that is?
Yes.
Well, I will read it to Sarah.
Sarah.
When you drink this potion, you gain the reduce effect of the enlarge/reduce spell for 1d4 hours.
Oh,
So you shrink.
Crit. You shrink.
like a mini mush. Cool.
You go
pour it in the infection to make it smaller.
There
And
you
the
go.
other one
Yeah.
is a potion of giant strength.
Oh, that's
Nice.
a good one.
What does that boost it to?
Depends on what kind of giant.
Yep, it is a hill giant, I believe. I'd have to look.
21, I want to say.
19, I think, for Hill.
Oh yeah, Hill is the lowest.
Yes.
The healing potions are just your regular healing potion.
Yes.
Okay.
It
Grab
is
one.
indeed the hill giant.
But it is 21, you were right.
Oh, nice.
For 1 hour. That's really nice.
That's great. Yeah.
All right. Just for now, we'll just hold on to those unless anybody has a particular interest in. No. Okay.
I say we keep
Being
moving.
tiny all of a sudden.
I don't think we have time to identify any more potions.
Fair enough.
Just gotta go.
Egg, here's 5 of the 10 fanny packs. You hold on to those just in case.
How much does each fanny pack weigh? I'm just curious.
I have no idea.
1,000 pounds.
Oh, fuck that.
I mean, right now his backpack is like 271.
Oh yeah. So that's fine. That's nothing for me.
Is
That's
this
cool.
a player base measuring the weight of their items? What?
I tried to as much as I can.
In Lord of the Rings, I forced everybody to.
I did it even before
He's
Lord of the
not
Rings.
wrong.
I just think it's fun. I like knowing everything you have.
By
Okay,
these
okay, cool.
wussy stuff.
Okay, here. So then I'll put down. For fun, I'll just put down. I've got 5 of your fanny packs, and I'll put on like 100 pounds. I'm gaining weight, guys.
You're fat now.
I just start running. You just hear sloshing.
Okay, and you begin to dash off. Mizo says,
I think we should be quicker.
Okay.
Okay.
Fast as we can go.
all of you need to roll me an exhaustion or a constitution saving throw.
Buddy boy.
Okay, what is my con?
Isaiah.
Belkin passes
Yes.
hers.
All right. Isaiah's the
Nat
big
20.
one.
Not you.
Was that
Come on,
Isaiah?
come on.
Nat 20.
Let's go.
Total of 25.
I almost got you.
21. 21.
Redrick?
24.
Beat the
Ren, I'll get to you last because I know you failed. Calder, you failed as well. What'd you roll?
4.
Eggball? He passed, or he'd be more panicked.
Oh no, I
Right?
just rolled it. I was doing the thing. Wait, is
Oh,
it
okay.
Constitution?
Yeah. Saving
16.
throw. You passed.
Did you roll for
It
Belkin?
was
I did.
it was an 11.
That's a failure.
Oh.
Does my
Second
Nat
hit
20 take
exhaustion.
away the other point of exhaustion I already had?
No, it
If
doesn't.
only.
See,
But
get a
awesome.
second wind.
Oh, anyway. You continue on through the night, and eventually the cool air kind of gets a little warmer as the sun begins to peak just over the trees. And eventually you can hear the sound of rushing water. As out of the trees you come to a small waterfall, probably about 20 feet or so, gushing into a large pool. Not quite a lake size, but it is, I would say it's a very, very large pond. I would say lagoon in the center of this rift.
About the same size as the tree, or
The tree was relatively small. The pool at the water, the tree was probably only 15, 20 feet across.
Is
This
there
is
a tree
probably
in the center?
60. There is.
No. I had a feeling
So-
there would be.
Is it black?
You are now standing on a cliffside, surrounded by rocks and these trees. The cliffside itself kind of falls down into different layers into this lagoon below you. And in the center stands a massive tree. A good 50 or 60 feet in height. And the very center of the lagoon, on a tall rock, like it was just set in the middle of a pedestal. It's different. than the rest of them. It's a large oak. Deep brown bark. Beautiful canopy that is very luscious and kind of very round at the top. Bright green leaves seem to reach out towards the sun. Stands 30 or so feet out away from all of where you stand now.
Mizo, where are we going?
Anyone else feel
Well-
like we've been here before?
Yeah, Ren's caught up short, just kind of like, what the fuck?
Certainly not the same color.
Not
This one
touching
probably
this.
has. I was gonna say this one probably hasn't been touched by whatever it was you guys touched. That's
So
why the
maybe-
other one was black with purple leaves.
Maybe we shouldn't go near it then.
This might sound weird. Take your clothes off.
Excuse me, little man.
Looking at you, Calder.
Take your clothes off. They won't
Why?
come back with you if you go into the water.
Can I do an
Am
insight
I
check on
going?
that?
Where am I going, Mizo? Am I going to the tree?
Close enough. Into the water.
Into the water.
Trust me.
Can I do an I'm sorry. Can I do an insight check about Calder having to lose his clothes if he goes
Sure.
in with them? I'm just curious.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
Embarrass you.
That's a 23.
Seems to be serious.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be very malicious. He just seems kind of awkward in the space to be asking you such a thing.
Makes sense. Cool.
Ren is going to very pointedly and politely turn around.
I start taking off my armor and my boots and stuff.
How
Uh,
the Dolph chainmail?
Falcon
Yeah,
turn around?
Something like that.
I bet
10
Elkin
minutes.
doesn't.
Falcon does not turn around.
I'm sure she would not.
Hell no. She's staring right at your dingaling.
Yeah, she'd be like, "What do we work with here?"
Roll for inches.
Carpet match the drapes.
Does yeah, it absolutely does. Metallic red all the way down.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Carpet
I'll
matches
I'll
the
I'll pile my stuff, like my armor and everything, on my pack, like lean the sword against it. And I'll just with like I don't know, whatever. There's no hope, so I'm not covering anything, because why at this point? Hey, Ren,
Yep. Just
you don't
not
have to
looking.
look at me, but can you keep an eye on my things?
Yep. Sure thing. And she'll just kind of like walk backwards until she can see your shit, but not you.
How high up from the water are we? Is it like a dive?
Yeah, essentially. It is pretty tall. I would say about 15 to 20 feet. You stand above it.
Where am I
Like
going
air
once
bar,
I'm in-
the
Follow me.
the top part.
The rest of you stay here.
A funny business, Miso.
Hold the spear.
And he shoves it in your chest, Castus.
Okay, got it.
Where am I going, Mizo, once I'm in the water?
You'll know. Come on.
And he begins to like hop down the kind of stair-like ledges that lead down this wall.
I'll follow. Buck ass naked.
Luck.
Ooh,
When you
don't
catch
slip,
up-
that would hurt.
When you eventually catch up
Don't
to Mizo,
die.
he stands on the sands of a silty beach. It's not really sand, but it's silt.
Well. Go on. Towards the tree.
And as you're closer to the water now, you can see that this beautiful pond is full of these lily pads. Some smaller, some larger. Some house little white flowers on them, some red, some with no flowers at all. It's all floating lazily. Thousands of them.
I will wordlessly, slowly start wading out into the water.
Okay. Begin to walk. The water around your thighs making barely any noise. Seemingly, almost the water seems to give no resistance as you walk either. You walk out into the deep, dark blue water as the lily pads float on the top. As you get deeper and deeper until you're about waist deep, your hand begins to brush the top of the water. You instinctively just pull back because you know that, you hear from behind you,
Keep going!
from a distance. You kind of turn back and you see Mizo 10 or 15 feet, maybe 20 at this point, waving you on. The tree itself, another 20 to 30. At least the island that it sits on in the middle of this lagoon.
We'll keep going.
And as you go, you feel something. You hear it. Something hit the water with a plop. And you look down, and you just see a finger turn to dust. And you look at your hand, it just turns to sand and ash. No pain at all.
Just goes away.
Yep, just disintegrates.
Calder starts sweating. Fucking A. Keep pressing forward.
Alright, bye, babies.
Continue to press on. And eventually, it gets to about neck deep. And you know you're going to have to swim to get the rest of the way.
Would it did from what Mizo said, would I have had to take off like the amulet? Would that have been a no good to bring in also?
It's up to you what you took off.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't trust it. I don't want it to. I don't know.